black and white. So you know what that means. We're in the future trying to figure out what's going on. We've been putting the pieces together, but it's been a few episodes. We get the pink bear. That's the only thing with some color, um, continuous with the other scenes that we've seen. And we get a wider scope of the wreckage here in this cold open. And we see Walt's backyard. We know they're collecting evidence, bagging it up. See some glasses that look like they belong to Walt. Seen a watch. But then for the first time, we get to move to the front yard. We see the driveway. We see the Aztec with the broken windshield, and there's two bodies on the ground. And of course, this show was about two main characters. While the people at the crime scene are taking photos. Once again, we have no idea. It's completely out of context. I'm going to ask you the same way I've been asking the rest of these scenes. What are you brothers thinking as you continue to see these? What are you thinking that's going on if you place yourself back to that first watch?
I remember the first time watching this being like hype. Like they gave you the two bodies, you see all this wreckage at Walt House, you like, what happened? Like,
Hmm.
how the hell do you get here? So as I'm watching it this time, I'm thinking, okay, now we can put all our complaints to bed that we've had about this series so far. We're about to get into the shit because I thought I remembered this cold opening is like the start of something big. Well, that's how they presented it. But my first watch, though, I definitely remember this being like, you see the Aztec fucked up in the driveway. You like, dude, something went totally wrong, but there are no threats. Nothing is out there that we would have thought that would happen. So it was super intriguing.
Mhm. Yeah, it absolutely. I agree with Spike. Same thing. I was stoked about it, like because mind you, when I watched this series, I hadn't seen this style of storytelling, like telling it forward and bringing it to present. And then I've spoke about it. I don't know if I spoke about it here, but I've spoke about it on one of these podcasts where How to Get Away with Murder did this, which influenced my season 3 of Roll, the audio drama series, of writing it that way because I love this style so much. Because it's like the Dave Chappelle. I'm gonna tell you the joke, and then I'm gonna set it up, and then it's still gonna hit. You know, so this kind of gives that vibe a little bit. So I really like this, and I mean, just like Spike said, like I was stoked, like, yo, what happened? And then we get back to present day. So this style works so much to me, and it's a great signature by Vince Gilligan.
So, one quick question. Spike and myself, we joked about uh Tubi shows like the Dirty D, and we talk about how one of their best characteristics
Classic.
is classic for real. Like all joking aside, it's classic. One of the best characteristics about a show like that is it has the ability to keep you going and keep you intrigued in the story. So no matter what, you can ignore. Well, first it's hood shit, which
Mm-hmm.
is just relatable, but some of the shit that don't make sense or whatever the case is, by the time you get to the last 5 minutes in that last scene, it's like, oh shit, I gotta keep watching to
Mm-hmm.
see what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that the story and the plot line hasn't been the most intriguing, are these cold opens or have they been enough to kind of where you start to say, like, all right, I at least gotta still keep watching to see what this is that they got going on? Were they that impactful for y'all?
Not for a second watch. I think first again,
Okay.
this Spike has said it, like this is one of the shows that loses its lure the more you watch it because you can't again, and I'll say this forever and y'all just get used to it, but like the thing is what's tricky about this versus Sopranos is like Tony's trying to break good. So we're intrigued every time catching details of like, okay, is he really trying to be better or is this manipulation? But this is the flip, it's breaking bad. So they want us still to believe that he's the good guy, but we can't follow that. And then so when we're seeing these cold opens, it's like it's cool, I like it from an artistic standpoint, but it don't hold the same. It holds the weight in the sense that I hadn't seen in a while what happens, but it don't hold the weight in the sense like I'm not getting that same feeling. Like when we watched Made in America on Sopranos, I still got that first feeling again, and that was my third rewatch, and I still got that. Oh man, what's gonna happen? Maybe I'm gonna catch somebody else. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I missed a person in a restaurant. Maybe this is doesn't have that. So it's great from an artistic standpoint, but it doesn't build a great anticipation on the second rewatch.
Fair enough.
Agree.
Spike agrees with no. All right, y'all. Let's get into the show. Welcome back to a new episode of No More Half Measures, a Breaking Bad podcast. Joined by your hosts. My name's Rich, here with the world-class Maurice Hunt III and the legend Spike Lou. Brothers, how y'all feeling?
What up, though? What up? Feeling good, feeling great.
Mo, you on mute.
Feeling good. I have recently made the decision with all of the feelings and thoughts that I have for the show as mochaccino. I ain't about to give it no more sugar, no cream, bro.
Mo say he ain't nice no more, man.
Yeah, man, straight black coffee over here, man.
Hey, straight up, man. I ain't mad at you, man. We'll talk a little bit more as we get into it. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank you, as always, for listening. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, comment, tell a friend to tell a friend. Anybody that you know is watching Breaking Bad or loves the show, they can do a rewatch and tune in with us. And we will include your comments in the episode. If you want to reach us, you can hit us up at Instagram with the DMs, NMHM _ Breaking Bad Pod. Once again, NMHM _ Breaking Bad Pod. Email address is nomorehalfmeasurespod@gmail.com. As far as comments go, we're going to keep it light. Mo, we didn't have any, I don't think, YouTube or anything. We had one email, and it's from our guy, Acid Jax. So we'll read Acid Jack's email and flow into the episode. I'm going to go ahead and get this opened up.
Even
And
people ain't got no comments on these episodes.
Hey, listen, that's what I'm saying. When I look so many times, bro. I check even Instagram where you get like messages that are not from friends that you got to see request message. Bro, nothing there. So I was just like, am I tripping? I said, yeah, they feeling how we feeling. I'm what the culture feeling.
hey, man,
This series got a lot of slack. Now that I'm looking back at it, we'll get into it, but they getting the 50. This series getting the 50 Cent treatment right now. Like everybody's calling you the big bad wolf, my nigga. But now that I'm looking at it, you ain't really the big bad wolf no more.
Nah, that's some real shit, man. I wonder if that's when it's gonna change, if it's gonna change how we feel about it. I don't think any of us are gonna walk away saying that we had it as high as we had it, but I am curious to see when we get to the point where all right, we was tripping a little bit. The show still does hold weight, but I don't think we're tripping so far with this being our 16th episode in. Or is it 17th? I can't remember.
Me, it's
17th
to your
episode.
point right there, Rich. I remember how good it was. I didn't remember it being this bad though. I didn't remember that part of it.
It's a great way to say it.
I was thinking about it too. I think this show, where the show works the best is off of people's memory. This show is ranked as high as it is because of people's memory. They go by the first rewatch, and then a lot of people don't. I feel like a lot of people don't go back and rewatch it again because they just like to reminisce on how they felt and those initial feelings about the show and the plot and the story of it all. I think when people go back and have to actually look at it the same, because again, here's the difference. Like Sopranos, you're thinking about all of the moments. You're like, oh, okay, I remember when. Spoiler alert! So if y'all need to skip up if you ain't watched Sopranos. Oh, I remember when Tony killed Christopher. Oh, I remember when Phil and Tony was beefing. Oh, I remember when Rick Shapiro was killed by Janice. I remember he's just off of initials. And then when you go back, even the boring episodes of Sopranos, now you enjoy more, like a Christopher, like a Downneck, like a House Arrest. You enjoy more because of things that you didn't remember. This show doesn't benefit from things you didn't remember. And that's why I think that if people were to take time to watch this a second time or a third time, they probably would feel differently about the show.
That was well said. I understand exactly what you mean by that. So We're gonna get into this comment from Acid Jack. Sent the email out. The email is titled "Sacred Blue, where's Walter's mama?" Fellas, here's where the conversation gets difficult. All due respect, on anyone's list of best TV shows, The Walking Dead got no fucking idea what it's like being number one. Every awful nonsense season after season 6 affects every facet of every other fucking season after season 6. It's almost too much to watch. And in the end, you're completely alone with it all. That out of the way, a couple of three things.
Great reference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
First up, damn, Rich, I never realized I was going to do the right thing. Excuse me, I never realized I was doing the do the right thing. That movie had a seismic impact on me growing up. At least once a summer, every summer, I say it ain't never too hot or too cold for fucking. That's a bar. That movie's a classic, by the way.
Facts.
At completely inappropriate occasions. So maybe I could be writing in a fugue state because the film must be bleeding out of my subconscious. Pour one out for Radio Raheem. Absolutely, pour one out.
Man, forget Radio Raheem. Forget that nigga, man.
What?
Forget that nigga, bro. Turn your damn radio down, bro. Knock it off.
Oh my.
Yeah, knock it off, bro. Forget that nigga.
You're like a Karen.
Oh my god.
Hey, go. Hey, turn your radio down, bro. All right.
Just relax, man. Relax. We just started. Let me finish the email, man. Jeez, Pete's. It's Black History Month, man. Chill. On with the show. First up, I put Skinny Stinky Pete at the top of Jesse's Bozo crew. Getting robbed notwithstanding, I think he's a bit more street smart. He did time and made the Tuco intro, so he has some value in the criminal world. No spoiler, but he didn't rob his mother like one of the other guys in the gang, so maybe he's a bit more loyal. And let's face it, he ain't a fucking jerk off like Badger. Also, it says a lot Jesse dialed up Stinky Pete instead of the others. Even Jesse knew the move was not Better Call combo. P.S. For those good people that didn't skip ahead of the chemical reactions, what other Breaking Bad podcasts you're going to hear this level of analysis over these three fucking jabronis? Or just appreciate things like when the Mochaccino shouts out James standover action. R.I.P. Melfi Mondays. Yeah, the standover action. Yeah, Mo was ready for it. But for real,
we all was ready for it.
I didn't comment. But for real, doing a deep dive with you guys hits different. Whoa. And objectively, I'm feeling different about Skyler also in this watch. Yeah, Skyler is a bitch, but hey, she ain't a cunt. Still, I think she was keen. Hey man, these are Acid Jack's words.
Just level up, it's like that's crazy.
Still, I think she was keen to get rid of Walt so she could book some TED time because she was a whore. Hold up. Shout out Spike, man. You can tell Spike the kind of guy that never checked on oil gauge and never checked an oil gauge in his life, but his barometer for bullshit never needs a service. Skyler wasn't buying Walt's mother story for a minute. I was waiting for her to ask Walter if his mother was in the room with us right now. She knows he on some bullshit. How Walt keeps thinking he getting it off with her is wild. Speaking of the delusion,
does she even really exist?
Yeah, man, that's what I said last week. Speaking of delusion, having a celebration dinner at Denny's is the definition of insane. Time out. Quick story. The last time I was in a Denny's might have been 10 years ago, and it was one of those you done fucked up Denny's. It was the jail Denny's near the county lockup under the 101 freeway in downtown LA, open 24/7, real end of the road shit. It was like 2 to 3 a.m. I was there with a pretty famous porn actress, a Mexican DJ that moved drugs at a super queer club night, and some other guy that I think was either the actor from Tulsa King that plays Guilfoyle in the show, Silicon Valley, or a serial killer. Legitimate all around. Excuse me. Legitimate all around. What's up, Mo?
I'm sorry. Like this, it's too much. It's too much going on.
All right, man. This is telling.
I'm with Mo. Go back.
Wait a minute. What?
Already?
Yes. We're ready.
All right. Sidebar. All right. He says, time out. Quick story. The last time I was at a Denny's might have been 10 years ago. And it was one of those you done fucked up Denny's. It was the jail Denny's near the county lockup under the 101 freeway in downtown LA. Open 24/7. Real end of the road shit. It was like 2 or 3 a.m. I was there with a pretty famous porn actress, a Mexican DJ that moved drugs at a super queer club night, and some other guy that I think was either the actor from Tulsa King that plays Guilfoyle in the show, Silicon Valley, or a serial killer. Legitimate, all around us was the most depressing spectacles of humanity that I've ever witnessed, and trust, I've seen a lot of humanity in the wild. I got bad food poisoning from that Denny's that night. Let's just say when Rich brought up the Denny's mention, I got triggered hard. Sidebar, this also reminds me, I can't speak to Spike's math last episode, but they do seem to have the numbers wrong. A bag of blow in 2010 might have been around 30 bucks. In 2017, $60 delivered. An 8-ball now around 175 from the right guy. I don't touch the stuff for a very, very long time and never had to pay, but I still know things. Back to the show. Hey, Acid Jackson lived a life, man.
He a little bit more seasoned than I thought.
Yeah, he definitely seasoned. He definitely black. Like, or at least he's mixed with black or something. But like, hey, I'm man, catching the references.
That was a fucking crazy Denny's combo right there.
Really was.
The Denny's night. Wow.
Shit. Back to the show, and on the topic of good times, smoking weed, eating Cheerios, and masturbating is a plan in my book. And besides, it's Jesse's hobby. Why Walt got to belittle it? But there's hobbies and there's professions. And Aaron Paul bodied the acting role this week. The RV scene, to cry like a girl, my opinion of Jesse as a pink man would usually plummet.
That's good.
But damn, that's good. But damn, I felt that crash out with everything. See the above story. Before I go, early in the pod, Mo called me a flat earther for agreeing with Spike about Walter having broken bad already. And there's been a lot of back and forth on this topic. I got to put this debate to bed once and for all. You ask how I know Walt was broken bad from before it even started? I only need to point out one simple thing. Walter White bought a house. He bought a house with a pool. You heard me. This evil son of a bitch bought a house with a pool, knowing only too well his son and heir, Walt Jr., cannot and will not ever swim. No backstroke, no freestyle. He'll never frolic. Not a single fucking dog paddle. If that isn't definitive proof that this motherfucker's nasty from the jump, I don't know what is. Drops Mike.
That's a great point.
That's a great joke, but nah, you got 3 feet.
That's
you got 3 feet to 12 feet. Like, come on, like he can get in there.
Nah, how you gonna?
In 3 feet, in 3 feet, he can sit. He's tall enough. He can sit in 3 feet.
Signing off, Mo. Signing off.
3 feet.
And Acid Jacks. Say my name. You goddamn right. I'm not fucking with you, Mo. Nigga say you can sit in 3 feet, man. You trying to kill Walt Jr., man. Chill. Relax.
Hey,
how you gonna get up if a wave come?
A wave
like,
in the pool.
Let's say the water just drifting up and down. You know how I do.
In the pool, bro.
He ain't gonna be able to get up. Yeah, let's say hang somebody.
We're talking about a pool, bro. Like not an ocean.
A strong wind to kill Walt in a 3-foot pool sitting down, man. Wind blow too hard, it's over with.
Hey, you gotta stop watching these science fiction TV shows, brother.
I'm just telling you, man. Strong wind to kill him, bro.
Y'all ready to get into the show, man?
Let's go.
Mo already the dog radio Raheem.
Hey man, listen, I have accepted my role on this podcast as the villain, so I'm embracing it. Let's go.
Where were you on January 6, 2020?
At the crib.
No, okay. Who's crib?
You don't even know the significance of that day.
You're talking about when they raided the White House?
Nah, the Capitol. Yeah, man. Just want to see where you were.
Was I right? Was that where they? That's what I'm talking about. Was I right?
It was the Capitol.
It was the Capitol, yeah. Okay. You had the same premise.
Yeah, man. Y'all all sound.
I told you. Have you ever thought about? I will say it again. Have you thought about maybe I'm faking this the whole time?
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm not.
Yeah, we believe you.
Speaking of faking it, we get to Walt. Walt's looking at his hands. You know,
cold intro. Yeah. You just be skipping over the intros now,
man. Cause
it's the cold open. It's the cold open.
Yeah, he trying to get through.
Yeah, the cold open throw me off. It is what it is, man. Yeah. But you're right, man. There will be spoilers and explicit content. It was Mo this time, man. I don't know what Mo talking about today. There'll be spoilers and explicit content. Today's episode, season 2, episode 10, over. Premiered May 10th, 2009. Shout out to Pops, man. That's Pops' birthday.
Man.
Directed by Phil. Appreciate that, man. Directed by Phil Abraham. Written by, is it Mora, Wally Beckett, and Jay Roberts. And of course, the show was streaming on Netflix. Spike Lee. I don't know
Well,
how I keep skipping over the best part of the show, the Spike Lee synopsis. What you got for us this week, brother?
this week, my brother, Skyler wants to chill. She want Walt to chill, excuse me. Don't rush back to work. And we having a shindig this weekend, so I need you rested up. Finn gets white girl wasted at the shindig. This causes a big confrontation between Walt and Hank. Skyler, she's trying to get Ted's attention. Walt, he gets a new water heater, becomes obsessed with mold. It's mold. It's mold. See it? And lastly but not least, Jesse meets Jane's dad. This is season 2, episode 10, titled whatever the fuck the name of this episode was.
It's far from over.
Lou, it's right. It's right.
It's definitely right. She on right. She on right now.
She on right now.
She on right now. I said it just like he did, just for the reference. But we got Walt looking at his hands after punching the paper towel dispenser last episode, and he's taking a puff from an inhaler, which I didn't remember. So I'm glad in the very next moment we were reminded that he just got it. I guess after his diagnosis, knowing that his lungs he has blood in his cough. He went to shave, but the water's brown. Subtly, but you can notice that the water is brown. They're at breakfast, and Skyler's telling him to take the rest of the week off. She is planning a shindig. Which, have y'all ever been to one?
Yeah, we have.
Black people don't host those.
It's called something different. We call it a kickback. But.
Yeah, but we don't. That's what I'm saying. Now I want to know if you've been to a shindig.
I've been to a shindig. I've been to a bonfire. Did you call that a shindig?
Yeah, I remember you told the bonfire story. No, that's a bonfire. That's a whole different level of whiteness.
Okay, so what? So then, what's a shindig then? If
bonfires are dope, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it like that.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm saying what's a white people cookout? Is that?
It's a white version. It's a white version. Kickback.
Get together. Yeah, white version.
Nah, I ain't never been to one of those.
I haven't been to one.
How was it?
How was it?
Just like you'd expect it to be.
Were they trying to quote black movies or black things?
No, these are true white people. They wasn't trying to appease to me.
Don't bring that.
Hey, listen. I was with true white people at the bonfire, and I was mad annoyed them trying to connect. And they all
was young though.
I was, but I was
20s.
so annoyed at like every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. Like I was like, oh my God, please stop.
Did they say it in a funny way too?
They were trying to put the slang on it, and I really didn't like it, bro. I was like, Chris Paul mean.
You should have stone faced him. That would have made him feel real awkward.
At this age, I would do it. Like I got a whole nother scenario, but it's better for another week in the books. I got a whole nother scenario.
That would be fire.
That happened recently.
Somebody walk up to you and do that. You just stone face, take a sip of your drink, and walk off.
Yeah, man. The fuck out. Hit up with the drone, Uncle Jerome. Get the fuck out of here, little nigga.
Yeah, Uncle Jerome.
So we got Skyler is planning the get together, the shindig, to celebrate the good news about Walter's remission. Skyler comes in to tuck Walt in bed and reminds him to relax. Bonus points if you take a nap. It's all good. Kisses him on the forehead before she leaves for work. Walt's looking at some books, but he's bored, man. He's anxious. Picks up the phone, calls a number, waits for it to call back, and he wants to meet. What do we think about this opening where, things seem to be good at the White household, having breakfast, parties on the way. Walt's got some good news. What you thinking, Spike Lee?
So this is the start of the downhill for this episode for me, even here. There's too much lingering on nothing. I didn't need to sit with Walt this long and for them to just stay in these scenes to understand that he's going to be bored. We understand this character for the most part right now. We know he's going to be bored. We know he's going to call Jesse. Everything that he did, we knew he was going to do. Why we have to wait so long? Why did they stagger it out and have us sit here with him? And I know it wasn't 2-3 minutes, but I'm just saying it irritated me immediately because they're just taking this slow ass pace with this. I understand why they were about to get canceled. They were walking with a whole lot of bravado and I can just do what I want. And nah, bro, this is TV. Fucking entertain me. And they not doing a good job of it.
Yeah, they world building. Only you got to be a Wire, Game of Thrones type of to take this long to build a world. Because even then, you still have lots. You can have a whole episode of them just walking from Westeros to wherever, in Game of Thrones, and it's still 3 memorable things that happened in that episode.
Facts.
It's just different.
And
Mo already
that,
did a good job of talking about that earlier.
to your point with The Wire and Game of Thrones, their dialogue is so significant. Like it's just all damn near every scene, even if it is just like slow and methodical, what they're saying in the scenes adds so much layer to the story or gives you clues. The problem with this and the frustration with watching this, and I'm glad you brought up those two shows because all of this shit seems meaningless. Like there's nothing like relevant, and especially now. One of the reasons why it's so frustrating rewatching, we know none of this shit means nothing. Like back in the day, you give it the benefit of the doubt. But looking at it today, you looking at them have these conversations, you like none of this shit ever went. This is just an episode of TV, bro. Like
Yeah.
so.
And I think Mo mentioned it last week when we talked about the RV out in the desert scene. We've seen this already. I've seen Walt have the party at the crib and the get together, and Hank the one being taken over the house. Like we've seen that. Like we literally have. So it's like, all right, why are we recycling the same stuff? And I know we talked about this in previous episodes. It was like they didn't know what to do with these characters. I would have loved to know if, because like I said, Vince Gilligan only had plans for 2 seasons, and it expanded out. I wonder at what point did he realize I need to introduce these new characters in and kind of change the storyline up, because you can tell they ran out of stuff for these characters to do. You know what I mean? In a real way, like when you're not cooking meth, which should be the most enjoyable episodes in my opinion. When you actually back to your life, because that's what it was with The Sopranos. We talked about it a lot with the family aspect of it. But it was just all right. We seen these type of scenes before. We seen you be weird at breakfast, and now we're seeing the phone call to Jesse about you. Hey, you want to meet? So I don't know. Mo, did you have any comments on it?
You talking about Walt at the crib when Skyler's leaving?
Yeah. Just him supposed to be relaxing. We know they're having the party. He calls Jesse. Just that scene.
Oh yeah, I mean, only thing for me was Skyler is giving me the vibe of like you're plotting towards cheating. Like, I'm sorry, it's the way you kiss, the way you like. I don't know. It just.
No, you're right.
It's that.
You're right. They made that.
And I'm not speaking from experience, but it makes me feel like you're
put that out there. Say, hey, hold on.
Hey, let me right. But it feels like that where it's like y'all know, like y'all, I ain't gonna say y'all know, but y'all have an idea of these moments of like these not awkward, but these inopportune times to be like overly affectionate because you're trying to like cover what's to come, like to throw the send off. And again, like that may not be the case, but unfortunately we know where this goes, so that's the way I view it now. But yeah, I ain't got much to add to it other than that. Before the Jesse meet.
Fair enough. Well, that's where we're at. Jesse and Walt are at a diner/restaurant. And Jesse, you can tell there's been some time that's passed because Jesse said he thought he was out of there. Walt, I thought you was gone. I was even checking the obituaries like Uncle Junior, just trying to see if you were still around with us. Walt gave an update on his health, tells Jesse he's in remission but not cured. And when asked what the plan is, Walt pretty much tells him, we're going to sell what we got, and I think I'm done. Do you guys believe him in this moment if you're watching this for the first time? And what are your thoughts about the scene between Jesse and Walt? It was as civil or even friendly as any scene they've had, in these first 2 seasons.
Why wouldn't I looked at it like if you're looking at it from a first time viewpoint, why wouldn't he be done? It seems like he should be telling the truth. You made that amount of money, you damn near killed yourself, had to kill people. I could see where they were about to wrap this up in 4 episodes.
That's a great point. And I think too, and not so much this scene more than I feel like maybe later, but like Jesse's the only person that kind of know the real him. Even though obviously Walt is a habitual liar, but yeah, I mean, it makes sense. The motive is gone. you know, obviously, but then we realize he has a different motive at the end of the episode. But at this point, the motive is gone. So it's like, well, what do I look like? I got my wife back. She's back loving me again. She wants to throw a party for me. Eventually later in the episode, we see his son is back in awe of him. So he's in a good place in the sense. So it's like, yeah, let me just put this to a side. Let's keep it moving. So, but I did like them two being together. Like it's his father, son, and Jesse, as ignorant as he is, I love that he's still like this optimistic force where he's like, bro, that's just good news, bro. Like, yeah, my aunt didn't get to, like, I love Jesse's optimism. You know, he does some stupid stuff in this episode.
Enjoy that shit. It's about to be over real soon.
Oh, I know. I
Embrace
know.
it.
Yeah.
Embrace it, my nigga.
For sure.
About to get dark for my nigga.
Grand opening, grand close. But I do appreciate his optimism, you know what I mean? Like, for what it is. So yeah.
Fair enough. That's pretty much all I got to say about it too. Hank, we're at the White household, man. I'm sure I would love to know, man, on deck. Did you ever think about what that song was? Is it the famous white person song? Were you talking about a black song or a white person song?
A white person song. They
Sweet Caroline?
That's it. I would say they played at the Red Sox game. Dun dun dun. That right there.
Yeah, that's their shit.
That's
Sweet
their
Caroline.
shit.
That's my shit. So I fuck with it. They get so hype about it. I get hype about it. Yeah, they get so hype.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, I put the Goo Goo Doll song up there.
Which one?
There's that. And I don't wanna go.
That shit go. I fuck with that too.
Hey, bro, listen, if y'all like that type of stuff, there is a black dude that made a playlist on Apple Music. It's called White Songs That Black People Love. And they don't miss, bro. I say all of these is my joints.
I need that
because you don't know we don't know the song. We just know what it sound like.
So I hear it.
Yeah. So I'll send it to y'all, bro. It's a really good when you want to get out of our realm. You know what I mean? I'll send it to y'all.
No, absolutely, man. If y'all don't know the context, there was a reference to the biggest hip hop song of all time, and the conversation went elsewhere on Deck TV show this past week. Check them out. Incredible comedy / hip hop show.
Boy,
we determined it is a comedy, man.
It is a comedy, just like Sopranos.
Yeah, absolutely. But I was just about to make the reference that This Is How They Do It was probably playing here because white folks love This Is How They Do It. That's their shit.
Oh, facts.
Jordan, oh man, they love this. So you got Hank making margaritas. All they needed was that in the background. Once again, Hank just kind of feel. Go ahead.
It was real quick. I wanted before you move to the important scene. I don't know if it's important. What y'all think about how they shot Hank and Marie right there? You think it was purposeful? Like how they had him hovering over her?
The actor pregnant.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, they've been finessing.
Shooting her.
They've been finessing it the whole. Yeah.
If you notice, when she sits down, she got a pillow over her, all types of stuff. So they got to shoot her a certain way.
It seemed like Walt was kind of like looming over her or something like that. But now that you say that, I see why they did it.
They've done a good job of hiding it for the most part. Like, because if you ain't tell me that, I would have never even.
Yeah, Bessie Brand. I will say that I didn't look at it as him looming over her. I just felt like he was in the background. Like, we're here for you.
Or that,
you look disengaged. So she just happened to be the person in the frame. So I didn't take her into account for it. But Skyler's giving a speech recounting the past few months, saying she's proud of Walt, excited for the future. First time she's been excited in a while. Also gave a shout out to Elliot and Gretchen for helping out and paying. And Walt gives a speech, but it really ain't about shit. It really ain't about shit. It's one of those, all right, cool. Even Hank says that was real inspiring. Thoughts on this before we go outside?
I think it's I think tying it from the cliffhanger of him punching the paper towel cabinet, whatever you want to call it, and then going to this, I think that there's this unfortunate realization that I got to go back to who I was. And I think the more all of this comes, these conclusions of like, okay, you are in remission. It's not the cancer's not growing, the tumor. It's like, oh, okay, I got to go back to being a school teacher and working at the car wash. And so I think that's what's building what we get to after this scene, like the ego thing of because after everything happens, I'm gonna lay this here, but I'm not gonna go all the way into it. But after everything happens with Hank, at the end of the day, he can go back to I'm a badass cop. When whatever happens with Walt, he comes back to I'm a science teacher. So I think that's what kind of I'm kind of throwing it off the backboard for the alley oop for the next scene. But yeah, I think it's just one of those things where like everybody's excited about this and that, but that gave him motive to get outside of his character. I didn't get to say it last episode, but when he was talking to Hank, because Hank was going through it, he said, I've been scared pretty much 50 years of my life, 49 years of my life or whatever, and I decided to basically make a change. And yeah, so
we go on.
Well said. The only thing that I would say about that is, again, this is why it's taking the enjoyment out of it for me. They did write it like what you're saying, Mo, as to now you got to go back to this old boring way of life. But in reality, that's not true, because even though they went through the thing that he did with Gretchen them or whatever, he could still get a job there. Like or if he want a job there, he could find a job and then be a referral with as much power and influence that a new opportunity was created from this situation. So that's why this whole episode, him being this angry, like
he couldn't have used them though. That was up with.
He could have used them. I feel like they would have still took his phone call.
Nah. The way he went off, because the way he went off on Gretchen gonna tell Elliot, and that's over with. And Elliot wasn't trying to give him a chance because we old buddies. He gave him a chance because your wife over here, your wifey's over here begging.
I think Walt a master manipulator, bro. Like he could have called, apologized. It was the cancer, it was the medicine, anything he could have did. Those folks would have felt sorry for him still, and they would have gave him a job, or at least pointed him in the right direction where he didn't have to be a school teacher no more.
Well, but you're right. But I'm saying Walt doesn't want a job on those conditions because of his ego.
Yeah, so true. I concede that point, but where I'm saying the show is fucking up is thinking that me, the viewer, is going to feel sorry for him and lets him walk around moping, acting like a dickhead because of that. Okay. You're still putting yourself in this position, Walt. Like, I'm not going to feel sorry. Like, I'm having a hard time feeling like any compassion for this character at all.
Yeah.
Because he creates these scenarios. Like we said this before, and I hate to beat a dead horse, like every other character in a good show, even with the lowdownest motherfucker like Cersei Lannister, there's still some compassion that you feel for her because you'd be like, nah, I get it. I get it. Yep. I might have blew up the sept too. Spoiler alert. But I don't feel the compassion for Walt because it's just not a scenario where it's like, well, I gotta do this. So
Did you say you had compassion for Cersei?
Yeah, I did.
Only the one, and that's
with Cersei.
No, but that's deep.
I do too, but having compassion for is
but that's deep for Spike Lee.
Checked out.
I got compassion for one scene, and that's the walk.
She got spit in her face.
Yeah, that is it, because I'm like, damn, and she deserved it, but like it's like if you ever seen the Black Mirror episode, White Bear. Okay,
I don't watch Black Mirror.
You don't watch Black Mirror. You've never watched it?
All of them, but I've never seen it.
All right, when y'all get off here, if y'all still up, go watch the episode called White Bear. This is when Black Mirror was still great, when it wasn't over in US. It was.
What is White Bear about? I think I've seen that one.
All right, so White Bear is this black chick or British black chick, and she wakes up and she's trying to figure out what's going on. Like it's like a hangover type of thing. And then people are following her with cameras and stuff, and then people,
Oh yeah, I seen that one.
Yeah. So
that was good.
So so her memories start to come back to her throughout the episode, and she don't realize she's a criminal. She's like an accomplice, but she thinks she's the victim the whole episode. And so you're feeling bad for her until you get the big reveal. Then you're like, damn. And then they do it all over again. And then it makes you question how far is too much punishment. And that's the kind of the thought-provoking part, leaving the episode. And so I kind of tie that into this type of thing. Like, it's like you want to feel bad, but how far can I really feel bad for you at this point? because this is who you are. This is who you want to be. So, yeah.
I still don't understand how y'all can't have compassion for him, but have compassion for Cersei. But I'll get off of it.
Cersei was just trying to protect her kids, bro.
Her ancestral kids.
Walt, Hank, and Walt Jr. outside. I'm not doing this with y'all today.
It's all we got. I ain't got nothing.
Walt, Hank, and Walt Jr. are outside along with other people, but they're specifically at a table. And Walt is drinking some tequila while Hank is telling war stories about what happened in El Paso. A lot more chipper than the actual time of the scene of the crime. You know, things have seemed to be recovered. He seems to be in a better mood and being back to the old Hank. Once again, similar to the margaritas, even getting a shout out in Skyler's speech. Like Hank's presence at the house is just kind of taking over. And you know, Bean speak is insane, by the way. Hank is out here wild. I thought it was hilarious when Hank was stuck on a word and he did, well, Walt, what's the word I'm looking for? This nigga Walt took a sip. Like, nigga, he didn't even say shit. His eyes and his mouth, his word, his mouth, my eyes and his face said everything. But Walt pours himself a drink, pours one for Hank, then he pours a little bit for Walt Jr., throws what's in his cup out, and pours a little for Walt Jr. They take their drinks. Walt Jr., of course, is coughing, you know, taking a man drink. Hank gives him a little hard time, see some hair growing. And then Walt pours up again. But this time, Hank questions why he's pouring up for Walt Jr. You know, he's only 16. You're trying to get Father of the Year. Like, what's going on? Walt Jr. is a little confused, and he's looking at Hank. To which, great, this is incredible acting.
Yes.
To Walt, which Walt looks
Bryan
up,
Cranston bodied this.
Yes.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at him for? And that's all he had to say. Take another drink. Then Walt pours up again, but Hank this time puts his hand over the cup, like, nah, bro. Like, nah. Tells Walt Jr. he thinks he should pass on it. Walt said, fuck that, started pouring anyway over his hand until Hank moved it. And then Hank took the bottle, and Walt says, hey, bring that back. Yells it out in front of everybody. Now the whole party stops. They trying to figure out what's going on. I hear some yelling, some commotion. And Hank just kind of laughs it off. You know, let's call it a night. Walt gets up, steps to him. My son, my bottle, my house. He ain't going. Hank tries to put his hand on his shoulder. Walt knocks it off. He ready. He ready for whatever's coming his way. And Walt Jr. takes his drink, he throws up in the pool, and Walt sits down with a smirk on his face. What do we think about the bravado and this whole interaction? You have a number of things to discuss, from Walt giving his son 3 shots. One drink is, you know, that's one thing for your teenage son, but 3 is crazy. You got the Hank versus Walt situation. What are your thoughts on this scene, fellas? Let's talk about it.
Go ahead, Spike, because I'm a cook.
This scene was written like this show was gonna end in 4 episodes. I say that again. This version of Walt that you getting in front of his family, this interaction that he having with Hank, it just don't. It went from 0 to 60 real quick, and it just didn't make sense unless you thought that you didn't have a lot more road to cover. This was written like, okay, we finna get up out of here. I didn't like the initial airing of it. It was even more cringeworthy watching it this time around. It just felt so out of place. I understood the message that he was turning into Heisenberg, and he was now leaning into it more so now. Not just Breaking Bad, but leaning into that character more so too. But it was okay. It was okay. It again, a lot of people like this scene more than I did when I first seen it. I always thought it was over the top.
Got you. Mo, you say you about to cook.
Yeah, it is over the top, but this is fire. Spoiler alert, this is my scene of the episode.
Oh, hey, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, do your thing. Go. You go for it.
I was gonna do not about the scene. I promise on everything. I was gonna text Spike on the side and tell him, I bet you this is gonna be Mo's favorite scene. And the only reason I say that is because, for one, if you know Mo, you know the underdog mentality And Mo has had an issue with Hank being the person taking over every time. So I think I knew that you were just going to be happy that Walt finally stood up for himself, and not just in a subtle way, on a like, I'm stepping to you, like, what's up, what you trying to do type of way. And I was like, I know this is going to be Mo's favorite scene. So I wish I would have told Lou, so that way there would have been some documentation. But I know you will, my friend. I know you will, my brother.
That's fire that you know that.
I know you, my brother. I knew that was going to be it. So it's crazy you saying that.
That's fire.
Hey,
that
before
you,
you
know
start, Mo, if you having to get together at the house and you got the grill going and you come outside, it's another nigga on the grill, how you approaching it?
No, I got it, bro. I got it.
And if you're like, no, let me just finish.
No. Yeah, nobody. Don't even, bruh. Like, don't touch like what Tony did with Christopher. Like, oh, you're burning them. Like, bro, back up. Like, hey, bro, you can go chill in there with the family or something, bro. I got it.
It's like getting on another man's motorcycle or something like that. There's certain things you just just know that you don't do that. You don't step on another man's grill.
Yeah, getting on somebody, getting on another man's game system and creating a profile. Like,
oh my god,
like what? Like, so
yeah, I had to happen. Yeah.
That's crazy.
What you doing? What you doing, Lou? You step outside someone on the
grill joint?
Yeah.
I'm hitting with the Mojo Brooks. I know you fucking lying. I know you lying. I know you fucking lying.
Straight up.
Somebody done told you wrong.
Man, what?
Rich, what about you?
Come on, man. Y'all gotta ask me that. You don't get.
I know. I just want to hear your reaction. I already know. Like, yeah, you ain't going, but
nah, yeah. What you got going on?
What you got going?
Yeah, what you got going on? Like, I want to know. Because what made you think you knew this wasn't? That's the thing, man. It's funny. Lou made a post about this on his IG earlier on the story, just about the people that know you. Like, anybody that knows me knows, like, y'all know, don't even do some things, you know, not even play with me about. Like, what are we doing? You know my reaction. You know what I mean? So I would have been a great guest on Punked. Like, if you would have hit up one of my friends and say we want to punk him, because they would have been like, oh, I know the perfect situation that's gonna get the reaction you want.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Set it up this way, you're gonna get TV gold.
Yeah.
They would know me well enough to know. Because certain things, I'm just like, nah, now you playing. We gotta stop.
Yeah, I ain't going at all.
Yeah, certain things I just think as a man, you should know better.
Yeah, you got to. You got to, you know. I think the scene is so interesting for a few points. Hank is not this holier than thou figure. That's the first thing. He's underage drinking, right? You're letting it slide, like you're a police officer. You know what I'm saying? And then also you took him to like where the prostitutes get down at the motel. You think that he's smoking weed, and again, there's no authoritative thing happening, which I get because you're a family on the inside, but you're not this holier than thou figure. Also, Walt getting fed up, because you got to remember, this is our third time. Well, yeah, third, fourth time we're in the backyard. First time, the birthday on a pilot. I think even in that same episode, we might have got how Skyler and Walt met. Second time is when Walt was smoking a cigar while having cancer, you know, kind of towering over top of him and just kind of like, you know, checking the scene. Third time it's like, Walt, like, bro, I'm sick of this. Like, bro, I'm sick of you coming over here thinking that you that it guy. That, you know, that shit can fly when you with the good old boys trying to make America great again. But that shit don't fly up in the White House. That's crazy. That's even a crazy bar right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't even fly at the White House. So he's like, bro, I'm sick of it. And honestly, I was cool with it in the sense it's like you're telling, like, stop trying to treat me like the little homie, bro. Like, you taking my bottle of tequila. It's one thing to tell, maybe if you told my son, hey, walk off your father, whatever. All right, that's whatever. But like, you taking my bottle away, like, hey, maybe you should chill out. Nigga, don't tell me what to do. It's my house, nigga. You can roll out. Straight up. I felt where he was coming from. Like, bro, I'm tired of you because even, what was it? They were at the Schrader's house when they was at the backyard, and I think they were grilling or whatever. We was talking about how they had like all that nature view. And again, his son was there. He's telling these stories about, he was telling the turtle story and the this and that and all that. You know, I was scared. Yeah, I was scared. All this time, just constantly stealing the shine from me, like having no, in which it ain't really Hank's fault if you ain't got the sauce, Walt. So I don't fault Hank in that sense. But at some point, it's like, bruh, fall back. And that's why he's like, yo, I'm about to show my son I'm the badass. I'm the captain now because I bodied somebody already. Like there's stuff that you don't even know about me, Hank. Like you think you're such a dangerous guy. You think your job is so dangerous. Bro, you have no fucking idea what it's like to be number one. Like in this moment, like because I bodied Crazy 8. I almost shot and killed Tuco. Like you don't have no idea how I'm getting busy. Don't get me wrong. Walt is not a gangster. He's civilian gang. But I'm just saying I'm sick of you being open telling your stories and I can't tell my stories. So this is
that's a you problem though. That ain't on me. Like you the one out here breaking the law. They can't tell your story. I get what you're saying, but I think that's why it also frustrates me about this scene is because Walt is walking around like the world did him dirty when you the one put yourself in this position. Nigga, like stop. Like you pouting around at this party like you just beat cancer. Like I ain't no way I don't feel sorry for none of you. None of this. I get what you're saying though, but I still blame it all on Walt.
So
what would
Mo,
y'all do if y'all was Hank? My bad.
Oh,
did he handle it right?
Hank, yeah, you handled it that way. Because first of all, this is very interesting that you say it like that. So I just got finished talking about how certain things that man code, men to men, you just kind of know. I talk about my self-awareness and how I think it's one of my greatest strengths. Regardless of what's going on, I would have to check my ego and say, you know what, I am in this man's house. I'm in this man's house right now. My house, my son, my bottle. You know what, you're right. There might be a little sly like, I got you, Walt, but watch who the fuck you talking to. Like, we can do it like that, but I don't know if I'm matching the aggression that Walt gave, which was I was gonna ask, was that aggression warranted in your opinion? Because it could have went a different way. Walt could have said and made his point.
It was warranted.
Do you think it's because it had been building up? The line that you can tell this was something personal for Walt was when he looked over and said, "What are you looking at him for?" Like he was tired of Hank. Stop treating this nigga like he your dad. I'm your dad. Like I'm tired of being looked at like the lame nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't even know.
So how was it warranted though?
It's warranted because Hank was treating him like a little nigga when he was telling him, "Hey, top this off. Top this off."
But that's Hank though. That's like
I don't, bro. I don't care.
He treat everybody like little niggas.
Hold on,
like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Real quick. If you got the bottle and you pouring up, and I just ask you, like, I have to get the bottle from you, or I couldn't ask you to, hey, can you get me two, please? Or is it because he didn't say please? It was like an order.
Yeah,
you slide it over to me.
Yeah, I'm slide the bottle over. Like you got it.
Yeah, pull your own trouble. No, that's the thing. Like niggas, that's
I know. But I'm just, I know.
That's why I didn't like it. I was like, bro, who you talking to? Like you're.
But that's what I'm saying. Like y'all are right. However, my problem is that Walt is trying to justify this by things like this. This is the life you chose, my nigga. Hank is that dude. He's been doing this when he come over to your house.
Not anymore.
It's
not
weird.
Anymore.
It's weird because now you decide to do this over this.
This
is the hill you dying on. I don't want you to give your son alcohol shots. So now this is the hill that you're gonna die on. It's been a lot, probably other things that you could have went off about, but this the hill you're gonna die on. But yeah, he let Hank's bravado, arrogance, like just bother him too much, and then he overreacted. Now you look like Boo Boo the fool.
Well, it's been bothering him, but now this is the moment. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, maybe it could have been smoother, but you know how it is. Sometimes it don't always come out smooth when you're like fed up about something. You'll play something back in your head and be like, damn, I could have played it differently. But in real time, I had to do something. And I think at that moment, because I was like, bro, Walt don't give no about nothing, because this man put his hand on the cup and he started pouring the liquor through his fingers. I said, hey, because I'm sick of you, nigga. Like,
I want to be clear. I'm agreeing with most of what you're saying, Mo. I don't think my problem with it is how they're using it to move the character forward. Like I'm cool with how he reacted in a general sense, but I think it was really heavy-handed,
Yeah, it
especially
was.
paired with a scene that we have later. For us, they trying to tell us the character Walt's this different dude. Nigga, we knew that. I knew he was a different dude before he sit down and start pouring those shots, or before he went on a tool run, or whatever the fuck he
Okay.
was doing.
Now I'm with
But
you.
that's my problem with this scene. Like, I
Okay.
get totally what you're saying. The reaction is warranted if they weren't trying to use it for a vehicle for us, the viewer, to look at it like, oh shit, Walt done snap now. Oh man, like, nigga, relax. You know what I'm saying? So,
Now, okay, you're right in a sense. It is heavy-handed. Because we really don't get this build-up tension between them two. Literally, the last episode they were supporting them at the hospital.
exactly.
So you're right. We don't get a build-up in that sense.
Mhm.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Anything else to add to it, Mo?
Nah, that's it.
All right. Well, we got
My
Jane.
man Walt Jr. fell out after 3 shots. Hold on. Yeah. I've
That makes
lost an
sense
over
at
Walt Jr.
16.
falling.
That makes sense
3
at
shots at
16.
16. That makes sense. I guess if you're drinking that kind of tequila too.
Yeah, he don't
The
be
bottle,
drinking.
the bottle just said tequila. That's probably some
And he
shit.
ain't got no legs to
That,
stand on.
Jesus. It
I'm
seemed
just
like
saying. I'm not just saying, man.
you call it Earl and everything got the 3 shots.
No, I'm not. But me and Walt Jr. ain't the same type of person. I'm not.
I'm not even doing that at 16. Like, so I
Yeah,
don't know,
you was
man. I guess
once
it was
again.
that cheap ass
You was
tequila. They
off the
had
porch
tequila.
at 3 years old. You had been drinking for about
Yeah.
4 years by the time you reached that age. So
By the time I
you,
was 16,
yeah, you was about 200 Mad Dog 2020s in.
it was
Wild
in
Irish
bottles
Rose.
by
He was
16.
Hey, Lou was taking pictures with this Grey Goose bottle with the backdrop at the club at 16. Stop playing with him.
Facts. That's a fact.
Jesse's cooking breakfast at his spot for Jane, which is a very intimate act. I think they set this up for a reason. It's not like you just over here. I'm making breakfast for you. I really care about you. I'm taking some care and pride into this work. Huevos Rancheros. You ever had it? Do you like Huevos Rancheros?
No, I don't even know what that is.
The dish that he was cooking, it's a
Egg, omelet.
Spanish breakfast. It's not an omelet. It's like sunny side up eggs with salsa, and there's some other stuff going on with it. Beans, I think, usually like black beans, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken.
I might try that. It don't sound too bad, but your
It's
your
not
palate
bad if
way
you.
more refined than I be seeing the shit you be eating on IG. Your palate way more refined than mine is.
Yeah,
But I could
it's
give it a
an
try.
it's an acquired taste. If you like, it's a breakfast dish.
Feel like a Southwest breakfast dish, like a
100%. Yeah. So if you go to, I wouldn't get it at the random brunch place, but if I went to a Spanish restaurant, Mexican restaurant, whatever, and they were serving it, I'd probably try it there. But either way, Jesse tells James that he's not working; he's all hers for the day. Not really much going on. I don't know if you have anything to say about Jesse cooking breakfast.
I always found that clear skillet to be interesting. I don't know why. Every time I watch it, I'm like, what a nigga the clear skillet for him? I ain't never seen a clear skillet.
Was that really clear, or was it just for the purpose of the point of view shot that they like to do? No different than the
That's what I was
bathtub.
wondering. But when they showed another shot of it, it was still clear.
Was it? I said I
Yeah,
didn't.
like I ain't never seen no
pay
clear
attention.
skillet like that. I want is that glass. Like that lets you know how boring this episode was. I'm wondering about the skillet. Like I'm star Amazon the skillet. Like damn, I ain't never seen no skillet like that.
Send it to Jordan Stallion on Instagram. He be finding all the shit.
I
Dude
definitely
with the
will.
phone and the glasses, be throwing his glasses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
I
I
ain't
know.
never
I
seen
know.
that. Send it to me.
He kind of look like Donald Glover a little bit.
Yeah, he's like real
Oh, the
famous for
nigga that
that.
be with Method Man.
Well, he be with a lot of people.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of people. Yeah,
He looked like Method Man though.
Nah,
but
They
that's his
try to
thing.
say
That's
that.
what
he don't look like
that's
that.
what his that's
They
what his
try to
thing
say
is
that.
though. They do try to say that. But that's his thing. Like he finds stuff that he'll see
Be
a
in
reel or
shows and
something
shit.
that really exclusive,
Yeah.
and then he'll find it, order it, and just kind of test it out and stuff like that.
Hey, he got that Goku lamp. I was like, hey, yo, I need it.
Have you ever seen a clear skillet like that, Mo?
Nah, I thought it was dope.
Yeah, that's fine. I would have a set like that.
Yeah, I like that. I was like, that's fire to me.
Now niggas
Look at
watch,
him.
man. Mo, did you
Look
have
at
any did you have any comment on this scene besides the skillet?
Nah, I mean they all lovey dovey. I mean, I like Jane. Like I said, she's doing her thizzle. But I'm not.
Jay.
But I ain't trusting Jesse's cooking. Like Nah, bro.
Hell no. She picking out egg shell.
You
and
got
shit.
if I pick out an eggshell, I'm not eating your food.
Yeah, this idiot's up here trying to get toast out of the oven with his bare hands. Like, bro, no, I'm cool. We can order in.
His nose is wide open. Like,
I'm gonna keep asking this, but just y'all, we still have never been to Jane's spot. I guess we're gonna get our answer here in a second. Hold that thought.
mm-hmm.
Walt wakes up the next morning, and we've all been there.
Mm-hmm.
We've all been there after one of them nights, and he just kind of has that look on his face. He's grabbing his head. He calls Skyler to apologize. She ignores him. Leaves a message saying, look, I don't know who that was, but it wasn't me. Turns on the sink, the water brown, and he checks out the closet where the water heater is and realizes it's time.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to get this shit taken care of. I got a couple extra dollars in my pocket. We're going to get this handled. What do we think about Walt waking up this morning and just realizing, damn, I acted an ass yesterday?
My question was, did he really call Hank?
That wasn't until later. So
but we don't. But it's an off screen.
Yeah, I know, but I had that written down. For
oh,
the
okay.
Moment when they mentioned it. But if we can have the conversation now, go
no,
ahead.
No, you're right.
No, go ahead.
Hey, you're so good at that.
I craft these purposely, but
you're so good. You're so good at that. Like
I just spend my time trying to organize the episode.
It didn't take all day to do this. It didn't take all day to do this. Just fast forward the whole thing. That's cool.
I gotta watch this dumb shit for an extra time so I can craft this together. But it's cool, Mo. Go ahead, just run it how you want to. But no, I was gonna ask. All seriousness. Go ahead, Mo, because I was going to ask that when we got there, but we can have the conversation now. Do y'all believe that he actually called Hank in the morning?
He did not.
Because he told Walt, Hank, I saying, I don't think he called him.
Because he really felt that way, bro. Like, he felt that, bro. Like, that wasn't the alcohol. He using the alcohol as like an excuse for his son. But, he doing the thing you got to do. This is a hangover where you remember what happened, which is a good thing for him, because there's some hangovers you don't remember what happened, but he remember what happened.
Of what happened.
Yeah,
you remember when people start telling you, be like, "Nigga, you like what?"
The worst ones.
But like, damn, I did do
worst.
Those are the worst ones, man.
I swear, bro.
The character's like, oh shit, that's secondhand embarrassment.
Hey, man,
even though it's you.
Yeah, hey, I swear that's why it's good. Like, hey, listen, I'm so glad I'm low key. I got a very small circle.
Oh man,
that shit's happened. That's happened to me to the point where I might have been thinking about it or low key embarrassed about it for like 3 or 4 days after the fact. Because that is there. Those moments are so few and far between that when you realize I was doing what, where, oh my goodness,
you're almost trying to argue them down that you didn't do it because you don't believe you would do it. Like
you don't want to believe it.
You're almost telling them like, nah, I didn't do that. Nah,
that goes against everything I've ever told anybody I was. That goes against all of that.
Like you're almost as if it's like, nah, I wouldn't have thought that. What I was trying to say was, nah, you don't know what you were trying to say, nigga.
Nah, that's real shit. Facts. Has it ever happened to y'all or have you ever done it to anyone where you got that drunk and maybe either somebody let out how they really felt about you? It's happened to me. Which one?
It's happened to me both ways.
Bro, I've been drunk so many times. I got so many.
Happened to me both ways.
I'm not gonna tell the story here, but I remember one time specifically it happened, and it was the most like, what? Hold on, what? Like, where this coming from? And it was out the blue. Niggas was getting faded, and that nigga went in. He was mad about some.
Oh, mad at you?
Yeah.
I didn't got a text.
Man, Rickson
you said a lot last night.
Rickson took his girl. He finally expressed.
See, why I gotta be that?
Hey man, we know the narrative. We know the narrative.
Nah, man, them lies, man. Them lies. Them all lies.
I didn't got a text. You said a lot last night and never heard from him again after that text. Like, damn, what did I say?
Hey, you never found out what you said?
Never found out.
That's the worst.
That's hilarious. I can see Lou all that too. Like, damn, what the fuck does Lou say?
now you got to investigate. You got to see who else.
Lou was like, Lou told her, I'm tired of taking these motherfucking pictures.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, this was way before that. This is
I'm talking
my
shit.
college
hey, the double down on that because I know you said that on Culture Guard. Like that's The double down on this hilarious, dude.
Oh yeah, I mentioned it on Culture Guard today because the movie we did had a scene where old girl was asking him to say he took one picture, like you gotta take at least 15 and you gotta take the angle and turn the light on. And I told Rachel, I said, shout out to Lou. Rachel was like, Spike is nuts.
Nah, Spike is sane.
Great another week in the book moment if you haven't watched it or listened to it. But going back to this, yeah, anything else about the whole Skyler? He's called Skyler. Walt says it wasn't him. Anything of that conversation?
Nah.
Are we talking about the water heater now? Because I do have something on that. Unless you're going somewhere else.
Well, I was gonna go to Skyler checking the voicemail and the churros. Then we was gonna go shopping for the water heater. So, if you even talk about it now, yeah.
Before you go shopping, I think the metaphor here, and I may be pulling a mo. I'm gonna pull one of yours with the doors here, the deep moment. To try to make this better, what I feel like they're doing with the water heater is, like, you let your house get this fucked up. Like, it's this corrupted now. The fucking water's brown. You go in there, the pan full of dirty, nasty ass water, and you let it get this way. You was living in this house and you let it get this way. Now you realize it and you spend all of this time trying to fix it and make it better when you're only making it worse. And I think that was Walt this whole episode.
Hey Mo, that's how you do it, man. That was good. Get your house in order. Get your house in order. That's how it's done, Mo.
Right.
You know I mean? Very subtle. Very subtle. You ain't got to go to super reach.
Spike
It's all good. But I like that. I like that really because I think that is
and then also that it is also Walt when Walt muddies the waters.
Yes.
That's
Bo had to get his shit out too.
Out of secondhand embarrassment, I said yes. I really didn't mean to agree with that.
Hey, I love how I'm quartered. Yeah. I am really quartered as the weird person on this podcast.
It's not even that. It's the way that like Spike just killed it. And he was like, and like, nigga,
don't forget.
How about that?
Forget.
How about that?
How about that? Shit. All right, man. We got Skyler at work. She's checking the voicemail that Walt just left. Ted comes in to eat some churros, if that's what they're calling them these days. And he notices that Skyler looks a little bit off.
Sweet glizzies is crazy. Jeez Louise. You want a sweet glizzy?
Oh shit. They're having a little small talk and Skyler mentioned, hey, I brought these in. We had a celebration for Walt. Ted, like, it wasn't his birthday, was it? And she admits, actually he's had cancer. He's battling cancer. We was kind of celebrating a little milestone for him. Ted was showing some sympathy, and then he gave her like the up down look. Like, all right, Skyler, I see you. Gave one of those looks before you ended up leaving and saying, bring these churros in anytime. I don't know if there's any color. I don't know if y'all got any deep metaphor for that, but
the up down look to a 7-month-old pregnant.
That's what
crazy,
freaky ass nigga.
What?
Nasty.
Nasty. Freaky ass nigga, man. His porn search is probably disgusting. The feds probably searching him right now.
Yeah. He got some dark web shit.
Yeah, they got people outside his crib right now. That's it. Hey, Elliot and Stabler about to be at his crib. Like, you got some other shit going on.
I'll be fresh as hell, lift the feds watch. Like, hey, you saying his search history?
It gotta be nasty.
Nasty,
because he sees no belly, bro. He sees pregnancy.
He does see it. That's the crazy thing. He looked.
That might be what he's looking at.
Y'all ever seen them Rocket? Yeah, absolutely. Y'all ever seen the Rocket Mortgage commercials where they stop people like, how much you paying for subscriptions?
Yeah.
They did that shit to Ted, man.
Hold on. Which one you know?
Shit that they would find. Nigga got 17 OnlyFans subscriptions. Like, come on, bro.
That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, Ted out here, man.
That's really good. That was a good setup right there.
Listen, it was the way he looked at her. Like,
no, you're right. Like, he ain't tripping about nothing.
Hey, you can't get pregnant twice. What's up?
Yeah.
What you trying to do?
Yeah. No, you're right.
Ted on that.
Shoot the club up.
Any thoughts on this? There's not really much going on. Just more flirtation between the two of them. Any comment on it?
Nah.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Walt,
It's hilarious.
because I thought he was gonna try to do the and, I appreciate you. I appreciate you just letting it be. Let me get the joke off and keep it moving, man. Walt shopping for a water heater, right? He's at Lowe's or their version of Lowe's, um, looking at these startup heaters, and then he was, what about tankless? Shit, I got a couple dollars in my pocket. Let's go tankless. And the salesman tells him, it ain't no thing, but it's gonna cost you a little more. Walt says, "Look, man, money's no issue. What's the damage, man? Throw it in the bag. It ain't no thing.
Mm-hmm.
Tankless on these hoes."
Yeah.
He said he will
How do you
install them.
how you explain this?
Explain
Is
what?
Walt in the space of explaining anything anymore?
You talking about $1,200?
But that goes. Yeah, they was broke. They broke. $1,200, like you just popping up with a what is it? Tankless water
Yeah,
heater.
tankless water here.
How do,
That
like
could
that
be a
goes
plot
to my
hole.
point. That it's not even a plot hole. I think it goes to my point of her not believing he going to the mom's house. Like all of these little things that they're throwing in these episodes that they never address, I think, add up to the big thing when he like, you don't, Walt, I know what you are, and when she say the famous lines, I think this is another breadcrumb to it. She see this nigga in here like buying a brand new. She like, bro, where you get this money from? She was pressing him about printer ink cartridge, $8 charges. So now you pop up with a brand new tankless water. You like what? And you doing more construction? Like where you get this money from?
Mm-hmm.
But she never said nothing.
Never.
So
Never. Good point. Good point. He said he was going to install it himself, which the salesman was very pleased. I like to hear that. I hate that small talk when you go to talk to salesman, man. Listen, man, just cash me out so let me get the fuck on out of here. He's paying in cash, and then there's $20 in blood on some of the money, which he quickly removes. Uh, any additional thoughts on this scene of him shopping for this water heater? That's a great point, Spike. Nigga, where you get the bread from? Something that Skyler would definitely address, knowing everything about her character. Mo, you got any comments on it? All right,
now
we're
you're
gonna
trying to
move
clean up
forward.
to further on my theory, since Mo didn't do it. Now you're trying to clean up your house with blood money. You're paying literal blood
There,
money to clean up your house.
there he
So
is.
Well,
There he is.
elaborate a little more. What do you mean?
so you got you in there, you counting out cash, and they throw that bloody $20 bill in there. And to go to my previous thing about the your house is dirty, you let your house get this raggedy and this messed up, you didn't address the problems in it. Now you think you can just go throw this blood money at it and it's going to fix everything. I'm going to go get a new water heater. Skyler's going to be happy. Walt's going to be happy. Junior's going to be happy because he got hot water, and that's going to fix what's wrong in his house. That ain't the problem in his house. The problem is you. So
Mm. Yeah, it is. That's a great point because it is almost like you're treating this as like a legit solution to the problems of the White's house until you come back to the realization your intentions is good for what you're trying to do for your family, but how you produced or how you were able to receive these finances was through blood, like you said, or through
facts.
drugs. That's a great point. Yeah.
Or even your motives behind fixing it. The motives behind fixing this isn't comfort for your family like it would have been if you had fixed it originally. You let it rot out. Like the motive now for you fixing this is you thinking you're going to be the hero. I can do this and fix everything for my family when it's past that now.
Walt, I think Walt is looking for a certain kind of acknowledgement, which ties into the
That too.
finale
100%.
scene where I think it's like, this is why I'll be acknowledged. I'm not acknowledged in my house like I want to be, which I think the tequila thing was a part of. Like, I'm looking for a certain kind of acknowledgement because y'all got me painted a certain way, and this is how I really feel. You know what I mean? As Heisenberg. So, yeah.
Interesting. I can see that. I can see that for sure. We got Jesse sharing sketches of his artwork, his superheroes that he's drawn over the years. Kanga Man, Hoverboy, Rewindo. Um, shout out to Jesse, man. He a lame. They hear a knock at the door, not because he is an artist, but just you can't even make drawing comic
Just
heroes
because
look
you
cool.
created backwards, man.
Yeah, like you just even your comic heroes, some shit that should be cool, you can't even make that happen. But either way, they hear a knock at the door, and Jane realizes it's her door. She checks out the window, so you got to imagine Jesse in the situation. You pop up, You look out the window, and then all of a sudden you in a rush to get out. You frantic about it. You duck out the back. You go to her place. Jesse creeping through the window. He realizes it's her dad, who we've heard is a hard ass, but he seemed cool. Seemed like a pretty decent guy. Checking in on Jane, saw her card, just wanted to make sure you okay. And Jesse and his feelings. He ain't never really had no action. He ain't never had a bad one before. Um, he comes outside and says, "Hey, is this your dad?" And Jane gives him the nigga. You a tenant? Who the
Who
fuck
are
is you?
you? Yes, who
Jesse
are
is
you?
confused. Yeah, like can I? Yeah, who are you? Oh, that's a new tenant. She looked back over. Can I? Do you need anything else? You need something from me? All right, Dad. Let's go inside. Jesse got stood up right there outside. What do we think about this?
I was like, bro, this is where I was like fully convinced, like, bro, you are so stupid. It's just like, how don't you get this? Like, if a woman tells you she has to go, and you say, well, you gotta go, and she don't explain, let her go, bro. Like, I didn't understand the whole chase down. And you're chasing her down, but she lives right next door. Like, and then when you see, it's like, oh, she's going through the back, she got her keys, she got to do this, get dressed and all that. And then you're trying to come out, and then he got the nerve to pull up on her father like he's like this worthy figure. It's like, bro, you sell meth and you smoke meth. And you said your name was Jesse Jackson on your application. Rest in peace, Jesse Jackson. Like, that's what bothered me so much. Like, bro, because you got a few things together. Now all of a sudden you feel like you're ready to meet the father. Like, bro, knock it off. I didn't like this from Jesse at all. I was like, bro, you a dumbass nigga. Like, that's exactly how I felt in that moment. Because it's like, how don't you get this? And then you're waiting for her to introduce you. Like, did she ever say that y'all was a couple? Did she ever say that y'all was a thing? Like,
Just kicking it.
yeah, we just can't, like,
hanging out.
nothing about it. So it's like, why do you feel so entitled? And again, this is
He
Jesse.
green though, Mo.
He has some
got
abandonment. He got abandonment issues and stuff like that.
Well, not even. He just ain't never had no bad bitch before. Like, and that Jane is a bad bitch to him. So she got her stuff going on.
No doubt.
He thinking this is way cooking her breakfast. He thinking it's way more serious than what it is. And even if she probably wanted to get serious, agreeing with you, like, you got to read the context clues, bro. She just threw you the chip of her being like she's sober. Like, that was probably a thing between her and her dad. You stumble out this motherfucker smelling like weed, looking like you sell meth because you ain't got nothing else going on. It's the middle of the day on a random weekday. You just at home. Like, nah, nigga, you ain't meet my dad. What the fuck? So I agree with, like, but it fit
nasty.
Jesse's character. It was nasty, but it fit Jesse's character, which is, I like this more than I like what they doing for Walt, because that shit, even though, like, what they're doing with Walt is too heavy-handed. What they're doing with Jesse, I don't think is aggressive enough. Like, there should have been some self-reflection to this, because you hit a couple of good points there, Mo. Before he goes to blaming her and being like, oh, you didn't introduce me to your dad, the character that I think that Jesse is and the reflection points that he's had in his show so far, go to what you said, Mo. I sell meth. I don't got a fucking real job. Look at my car. Like, yeah, I got a couple dollars because of the last batch that we had, but I ain't even really done nothing with that. You ain't got no furniture. Like, you literally, like, you a trap nigga. And you coming out here trying to meet my dad? Like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Because she had said something earlier. She's like, your job or whatever that means.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
Like,
Whatever happened there?
Whatever happened there? That animal blandetto.
That's good.
Jesse wanted it to be one way. She said the other. That's pretty much what it is, man. The only thing I gotta say is, yeah, Jesse wild for even getting up. Like, if I see someone just leave like that, I don't. All right, peace.
I'll talk to you when you come.
And even if I peek out the window, I damn sure not about to come outside on some. Oh, this your dad?
Oh, what's up, pup? Like,
bro, like,
dusty ass.
Like, bro, she just put it on you, and y'all stayed the night together. It's just like, why are you so pressed?
Well, it's a couple nights at this point, though.
Okay, so it's that even worse.
They've been kicking it, but I agree. I agree.
You
with
see what I'm saying? So it's like, bro,
Yeah.
y'all didn't got busy, because you know how it is when it's new, it's fresh. It's like we attached
that thing all the time.
all the time. We're gonna shower, eat, we're gonna come back to that thing.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Jesse ain't never had a bad one, so
Okay.
he don't know how to act.
Yeah, because
For real, he don't know how to act.
No, you're right, because he was dealing with a crackhead before.
Yeah, like this is different from he really wants to like make sure that
Yeah, he
doesn't
want this to
mess
be his
up.
woman.
He insecure? Yeah, I think he insecure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with
for
he has reason to be. Yeah, absolutely.
His whole
he's
life is
insecure.
an insecurity.
Oh, I was about to say he
Right.
might be overall an insecure person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
facts.
Look at you have to deal with Walt like this. You have to be insecure.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And Walt it's like classic abuser where Walt just pays him a little bit of attention. He has some kind of purpose, and now he's always drawn and going back to him. So he never gotten that anywhere else. So yeah, 100%, man. Jesse's insecure all the way around. He's very dependent as well. He's codependent. So that's probably another reason why he's so pressed on Jane. Because he needs that. Like once he's attached, he needs that. Like good, bad, and different. So any other thoughts on this scene before we move forward?
Nope.
All right. Walt is installing the water heater, and Walt Jr. comes home. They're doing that whole father-son thing. Walt bragging about the quality of the heater, getting in his nerd bag, talking about, all the features that it has. Walt brings up the day before, and Walt Jr. apologized about ruining the pool. And Walt corrected him, pretty much telling him, no, that was my fault. I called Hank this morning, as we mentioned. Apologized to Walt Jr. for having him drink. But Walt Jr. was just proud that he was able to keep up. He took 3 drinks, to which, that disappointed Lou's face if you watch it on YouTube.
Whip-dee-doo.
But Walt is obviously upset that that's the milestone that Walt Jr. is trying to reach. Any thoughts on this father-son moment?
I felt it.
You felt what?
I felt it as a father. It was like when he apologized to Walt Jr. or Flynn, and he's like, "But I kept up with you guys, right?" It was this weird yearning for his father's approval, and it was in the negative sense, and that's where I connected. I was like, "Damn." In some sense, and it's not to say that Walt hasn't given his son attention like that, but it felt that way. But he's like, but I kept up with you guys, right? I did 3 shots, and it was just it's a terrible thing. Like, because I grew up, my father definitely let me, get a little swig, you know what I mean? But it wasn't like this, like Walt. Like it wasn't, I'll take 3 shots. My dad let me, he have a mix, take a swig, all right, and go to bed. But like this was like different. Well, go ahead. What you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say that's part of it. It's Walt's fault. That's the whole purpose of this.
Yeah.
Like he's the one that caught the reason he's keeping up because you're the one that brought the bottle to me. You poured it in. You kept pouring me shots. You would think Uncle Hank would be the one that's a cool uncle. He's trying to like get me drunk. He's the one that's trying to stop it. So now you told me don't look at him, look at you. Now I'm looking at you. Did I make you proud? Did we get the goal accomplished that you wanted? Because you was pouring me them drinks for a reason, right? Like that must have been it. You wanted to see if I could keep up. This nigga's 16. He don't really know much about much. So he's thinking, okay, then Pops must be on some cool shit. He gonna let me start drinking. You opening the door, and the reason he's looking at that for approval is because that's what he thinks that's what you want. You would probably never done anything like that. I don't even know if Walt has ever given Walt Jr. a drink, or maybe let him have a sip.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. Probably not. So who knows? Either way, it's whatever. Any other thoughts on it? It's whatever.
Nah, that's it.
We got Walt back at the hardware store. He's making these trips, grabbing materials, gets home, starts tearing out the floor, explains to Walt Jr. that there is rot and he needs to get things taken care of before this house could collapse. He was, being facetious, but also just pretty much letting him know I got some work to do down here. Once again, very small scene. Any thoughts on that?
Walt is the rot.
There you go.
There it is.
Now, there you go.
There it is.
That's it, Mo. There you go.
I don't even know what that means.
This guy.
I don't even know what that means.
You picking up on Spike's analogy, man.
Oh.
In the house. Walt is the rot. There you go.
This guy over here. The floor is tar.
There you go, man. I like it. Once again, that was a very small scene. But now we're going back to Benekees. Skyler staying late. She got the cleavage out. As they said in Bad Boys, titties was out a little bit. And she had some accounting questions for Ted about the Keller account. Maybe a little bit of foreshadowing. You know, Ted says, you know, that's my dad's stuff. My dad had those handshake deals. Go ahead.
There was a scene before that. I don't know if
the scene with
the Jesse
Jane and Jesse, and he
I
was
don't know
mad
if it.
about it.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I did skip
That's
over
only
that.
if y'all want to talk about that.
No, that was actually before the riot. Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you for that. Jane actually comes over, walks in, asks Jesse if he wants to see a movie. Like nothing happened. And Jane said she was doing him a favor because, of course, Jesse wondered what was going on, why you ain't want to introduce me to your pops. She's gaslighting the fuck out of him.
Bruh.
Pretty much saying, I'll let you smoke in here. You know, he's a hard ass. He won't do this. And Jesse didn't know that they were just sleeping with each other. Jane hit him with the dead ass, who's you and me?
Hey, though, if you're a real nigga, she just handed you the big joker. Like, because now it's up. It's like, I ain't got to do none of the boyfriend shit, but I'm still, it's over with.
You're going to see a chick pulling up tonight. Nigga, you like listening for knocks? You like listening for knocks on the door? Mm-hmm. Yeah, my door going to be knocking about 7:30. I guarantee you that. The walls going to be knocking after that.
Baby, I've been making plans. Like, I got plans.
Even if you like her, she still just dealt you the big joker. Because now she's telling you, it's just going to be this.
Oh, my
she
level
can't
of
get
petty.
Mad about nothing.
My level of petty, knowing that. Oh.
But Jesse don't know what to do with that. Jesse don't
No,
know.
no, Jesse don't. But, like, if we insert ourselves, my level of petty.
You ain't answer the phone?
I'm studying your schedule of how you when you're home, when you leave. And when I figure that out, best believe.
Tennis. You wouldn't even got
it's a tennis game.
You coming in my crib and pretending that none of that shit happened.
Oh man.
We're not doing
that. Man, bro.
Talking about you want to go to the movies, man. Stop fucking playing with me.
She was like, what? Like, bro.
Hey, she said, "Who's you and me?" Hey, so that was a cold ass line. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, bro,
I
meant
that shit.
Get out.
What the fuck is you talking about? He did get out. You know how salty you got to be to leave your own crib.
Hey, that nigga said you acted like you didn't even know me. She said, so?
She's dogging Jesse shit, man.
She really was though, but she knew, like, bro, you really a bum for real. I digged you a shot.
Yeah, I'm giving you a shot. Like, you lucky to be getting the skins.
She smashing you because you convenient. Like,
right. You trying to take this thing to the next level? Like, boy, you could have played. Jesse had a mean poker hand after this, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
you
bro.
Know what to do. He was in his feelings once again. Never had a bad one, so he in his feelings. He leaving his own crib. Didn't even tell her to go.
But then
I'm about to leave my shit.
But look, and then he's waiting for her to like chase him, and she never does. Like, there's a moment he get in his car because he really don't even start the ignition. He's looking, waiting, like.
Yeah,
you know, like,
he ain't gonna come outside,
bruh.
Listen, a baddie, man.
Hey, I would feel so low as a man if I thought I was like really laying it down, doing my thizzle, and I walk out the crib and I'm in the car because I'm trying to set a statement, and he's looking at the door never opens. I'm waiting 5 minutes, bruh.
He should have known from that. He should have known from that that she wasn't coming outside. Yeah.
I fuck with Jane, man.
I do. I rock with
Jane. Jane cool, man. Jane cool, man. That shit was.
Hey, real quick, is there a Jane equivalent in Sopranos? Any Gumars that I feel like? Maybe Valentina.
I won't say one leg.
Oh, okay. What was
one leg, maybe
the Russian? I'll find her name in a second.
Alina.
One leg.
No, Alina is the cousin.
Yeah, Alina's cousin, the blonde.
Yeah,
Svetlana.
Yeah,
Svetlana's one leg. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I didn't know what I couldn't remember.
You think that's the Russian?
You think they both Russian?
All right, yeah, you're right. I knew that part, but go ahead. I wasn't. Yeah, I think my comment wasn't a reference to that, but
okay, that's fair.
Yeah, that would be the closest one I would give is one leg.
One leg is crazy.
Yeah. It is.
I mean, she got one leg.
Yeah, I
Eh,
know. That's why it's funny because I get it.
all right,
I don't know
Svetlana.
who else. Yeah, it ain't nobody else though. I think Jane probably
I
the
think
real one.
I would say I would still say Valentina.
Valentina.
Ralph's former girl that Tony took already took his horse. I would say Valentina because Valentina already had
But see,
motion.
you know what? There's such a different dynamic there from here because here Jane is in the position that the mafiosos are in The Sopranos, as to where she's the one trying not to lose anything, and she's fucking down. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that there could be a real equivalent of her in The
So you
Sopranos
think
because all of
Valentina would looked at Tony as up?
yeah,
Okay, that's fair.
fucking the mob boss of New Jersey. She said that. She
Mm.
basically told him Ralph ain't shit. Like I'm trying to run in the big leagues, boss.
Okay.
What's up?
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, that's fair.
Yeah, so I think it's hard to equivalate that because I think Jane is in the privileged position here as to where all the mafiosos were in the privileged position,
Yeah,
with the
Svetlana
exception of
might
one
be
leg because she didn't want nothing.
that might be right. Svetlana.
Yeah, she didn't want nothing. She was like, "Nigga, you
Yeah,
lucky, really. You got this one leg."
I'm good.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
good. I don't care nothing about none of that.
yeah. All
Yeah,
right,
she was the only one that fucked Tony and didn't want nothing.
they won't nothing. Yeah, that's fair. You make a great point. That was a good comparison.
I like it. I like it. All right, now we're back at Benekeys. Skyler staying late. Once again, cleavage is out. Accountant questions about the Keller account. Ted says that it was his dad's stuff. He'll go through it. You know, dad had a lot of, hey, it's Monday, pay me on Friday type of deals. Once again, a little bit of foreshadowing. And Skylar start crying out of nowhere. Says it's her hormones. Ted asks what's going on, what's wrong, and Skylar says it doesn't feel any different. Nothing's changed. It's just been postponed. She thought hearing the news about Walt's diagnosis was going to make her feel better, but nothing's really changed. You're supposed to have some light at the end of the tunnel, but all there is more tunnel. Ted tells a story about his dad and how strenuous it can be being the rock. Then they hold hands, not once, but twice. The first one, Skylar kind of realizes what's going on and then places her hand back for that comfort. You can see it's not just a physical attraction, but there is some emotional connection between these two characters. What do we think about this scene between Ted and Skylar?
Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Patrick Mahomes. None of those people could throw a better pass than this right here. This right here was like the way she was like, if Ted wanted to right there, he could have went on through the full and completed the operation. Like she had all the things going as far as please see me, please feel sorry for me, please making I won't say in advance because that sounds crazy in 2026, but please just notice me. That's what she was screaming right here. And like I mean, he picked up on it a little bit,
Yeah,
and she planted her seed. But this Skylar was in her bag right here.
yeah. Well, she was in her bag later,
Oh yeah,
but
even that more so than that.
but
That
it
was
def-
we'll get to
yeah, but this definitely screams, "Come and see me for once. Come and see me for what you don't ever come." Like this whole scene, um, super interesting. Like holding the hands and all that. It's subtlety. Like this is where Breaking Bad is trying to do because Breaking Bad has a couple of different um characteristics that create signatures for the show. And this is one of those things. Like again, we know this show, so it's different. But when you're first watching, this is supposed to serve as a subtlety of like, he holds her hand, it comes back, he holds her hand with two hands. So and then before that, Walt was in his little basement area, and we see him drill a screw. So two things are possible. Walt is about to get screwed, or Skyler's about to get screwed. So yeah, that's
Are you doing this on purpose?
okay.
Are you doing this on
All
purpose?
right. Well, keep moving. Keep moving.
But what I will say is it is kind of subtle. However, if you watch TV, you've seen where they was going. I'm not disagreeing with you, but what I will say is on subsequent watches now, I see why I don't did like y'all said this a couple times, and I'm coming around to this. I'm not mad. I was mad at Skyler for this the first time I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, you dirty bitch. Like
Yeah.
you in here, like.
Mm-hmm.
But now, as I'm watching it for the third time, I'm like, yeah, Skyler, go ahead. Get you like
Yeah,
you
I ain't
dealing with
mad at
this
Skyler.
complete maniac over here,
Mm-hmm.
lying to you all the time. It's like yeah, go ahead, go after that. I'm not mad at Skyler at all for this.
It's so weird though, because we're not mad at Skyler, but we get mad at Carmela.
I
And
think it's different.
okay,
But really,
because
it ain't though. Right.
Carmela
Well,
knows. Well, okay, because Carmela knows Tony's lying.
she signed up for that though. Skylar didn't
Okay,
sign up
all
for
right.
what Walt
That's
putting
what
her
it is.
through.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
the
what it is.
difference.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair.
Carmela know what this is. Like we get mad at Carmela when she tries to act like, oh, I thought it was this.
Oh,
And
she didn't
even
know.
Tony was like, bitch, come on, huh? Like you know what this is.
Okay.
Skylar thought she was marrying a scientist that was a school teacher. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
Yeah. That's a great point. That's exactly you. I couldn't have said it better. That's exactly what I was looking for.
my nigga Rich checked out of this episode at 30 minutes and he was like, man, y'all niggas still talking about this shit.
I'm still laughing at this nigga with the.
Y'all was the main two complaining it wasn't good. Y'all still talking about this shit.
I'm laughing at the screw. More hilarious, man. More hilarious. Skyler and Walt Jr. are at breakfast, and they look annoyed, confused, all of the above, while Walt is still doing some repairs. Walter comes in dirty, wearing a hazmat suit similar to what they were wearing in the cold open. He's eating toast, not just eating it, buttering the toast in this dirty ass suit,
You
all
ain't
over
wash
the
your
food,
hands.
hovering. Yeah, you drinking orange juice. It's funny because at the beginning of the episode, Skylar's the one saying, take some time off, take the rest of the week off, relax. Now she's saying, hey, you ain't going to work today?
You ain't want to work today, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
man, what's going
the
on?
word for the day is J-O-B.
OB, exactly. And Skylar, he said, Skylar, there's rot while he's chewing. He said he's going back to it. Not much going on in that scene, just that. Do you have any comment on it?
It's so disrespectful, man. Like, just
It is,
filthy as
man.
he is, not washing his hands, completely oblivious to, like, whatever conversation that they was having, whatever they was doing. And it also speaks to the point of what I said before with the water heater measure. You're the filth in the house. Like everything conducts well when you ain't inserting yourself as Walter White slash Heisenberg, making us feel some certain type of way. No one's comfortable. Everyone's wondering what you're doing. There's no mean or method to your madness. And I also add this to my point of one of the breadcrumbs when she says, Walt, you're a such and such. Like she's looking at him now, like, bro, you got something. This is some OCD type, trying to hide shit type. Like, what do you have going on? So again, why it was so difficult for me to process that statement in the moment, the first time I seen it when she says that later, now I'm seeing all of these small clues and small breadcrumbs as to, oh, it's obvious why she thinks that. Like, not only did you go spend $1,200 on a new water heater, like I said earlier, but now you got a full on construction and you refusing to go to work. Like, none of this shit makes sense. So I have to come to this conclusion that you're this.
That's fair. That's a great point because all of this is weird, and I know for Skylar, her point of view, and I'm not sure if it'll be addressed when we get to whenever she is revealed, but you never acted like this, bro. You never. So it's even more. It's standing out even more that something's up and something's going on, and now it's not just the cancer. I know it's deeper than that. Mo, did you have any comment on the breakfast scene and Walt just coming to the table dirty, eating toast and bouncing? You on mute?
He on rock now.
I like it. I like it. Hey, disrespectful. Like, bro, no freaking way. Like, I've worked at Subway and I've seen guys come in there with mechanics or like they cut trees down, their hands are super dirty. And they be ordering, like, let me get this meatball marinara. I'm like, bro, your hands are so dirty. This is disrespectful to yourself.
You ain't had no bathroom?
They do. We did, but they still just
They was like, fuck it.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, that's disrespectful. Like, I just look at people
I
funny
can see
when
Mo telling niggas that order it. I can see Mo being like, "Hey, nah, I ain't making this for you, bro. That's
You know, wash your
disrespectful."
I'd be
hands.
like, hey, bro,
Yeah.
we got a bathroom just in case you want to wash your hands in it,
Yeah, I can see Mo not letting that slide.
Yeah, it's a long story. I got plenty of stories, but
That's
save that for the meetup.
Uh,
But yeah, now just you out of pocket, like, because now you're doing this thing where you're trying to get this like ego boost. Oh, I'm working. You see how dirty my clothes are. You see how, what I mean? He's doing the thing to feed his ego. And I know that's what it is. Like, that's the way I interpret it. It's like, I've been working so hard getting this rod out. I got to tell her it's
I'm
rod.
trying to save our home.
Yeah, I'm trying to save her home. My purpose is big. I've overcome cancer, and now this is what I'm doing. I don't even have time to eat breakfast, so let me just put a little butter on some toast. Like, bro, knock it off.
listen, whatever. I'm done with that scene. But moving on, this girl got Jesse smoking meth, man. Keep her away from me. Keep her, keep that, whatever she got going on, keep it away from me. Jesse is smoking meth because his heart is broken. Jane got that. Jane got that ill nana.
Yeah.
A paper slides underneath his door, and it's a cartoon drawing of Apology Girl. Of course, a callback to the cartoons and the drawings that Jesse had. We saw Jane in previous episodes drawing illustrations, and this is her way of apologizing to Jesse for everything that's going on. It's really just code for like, I know you salty. I'm just trying to get it in real quick. I don't think Jane really gives a fuck, but it makes Jesse smile. That's pretty much the scene. Any comment on that?
I liked it. I love when women get creative on. First off, we don't get a lot of apologies from women. But when they do apologize and they find a creative way to do it, I love it. That's all.
Not touching that one.
I'm staying away.
Oh,
touching
y'all are the worst. Y'all are dedicated
You said it.
Y'all put me in a corner.
You said it.
You said it. What you talking about?
Ride for the boy. That's what I'm saying. Ride for the boy. Like, ride with me. Like, y'all niggas drop me off and keep going to your next bus stops. Like, all right.
You said, man, you told Radio right
you
here.
getting out right here, big dog?
No, that's fine.
Hey, you getting out right here, big dog? That's what you say. You stopping that,
bro? That's fine, Radio right here. But like, we in the real thizzle, and y'all just leave me like, all right.
We never get apologies. Hey, you right, Mo. You right. My bad, man. We ain't gonna keep you hanging like that. Oh man, Mo, you hilarious, bro. I can't say it enough. But yeah, since women don't apologize, it was nice to get a.
No, I've said that often. I said that often.
I'm fucking.
Look at him.
I used all mine up for the month. I can't ride with you. Mo. I used all my wild cards.
All your Walt Jr. takes.
Yeah, all mine gone. I got to leave you out there by yourself on this.
That's fair.
Spike Lou, did you have anything for it?
Nope.
All right. Another short scene. Skyler's at the office. Ted walks by without speaking or acknowledging. So she knocks over her pencils and pens to get his attention. Then once he comes in, says, "Oh, you don't have to do that, Ted." Once again, just showing that Skyler's at him. In case you weren't clear,
disgusting.
I want to make sure I get some time in with you. Any thoughts on this scene?
Peep the dress out, though. Like, peep the dress, the straps on the dress. Like, this is
nasty.
I still ain't mad. I'm not mad at her. Because I'm getting this view of Walt now, but it's still disgusting.
If you ask me, I'm ready. Skyler ready.
Shout out to the boy.
Ted shooting Watson Bell too. He could have been to knock her down. Like, I'm giving you, hey, whatever y'all got going on at your house, you need to fix it before I come in and fix it, my nigga.
Hey, listen, it's the Birdman, man. I seen you out in the spots, but I ain't think that was gangster.
Hey, man, I'm
telling Charlamagne, it's like, hey, man, listen.
Yeah, that's how Ted looking at it. He like, man, let me go and walk past off and not say nothing, man. I done double hand held her.
Due diligence.
I'm doing all this, man. Let me just speed past here real quick, try to get up out of here before she say something. Nope. Knock over the pins. He was waiting. He's like, yes, never mind. They playing a nasty game, though. This little dance they doing is disgusting.
Yeah. But I do feel like they could have wrote it a little better.
They could have.
because the
Because it
nuance
just
is
seems slimy. It's just slimy.
the nuance is not as smooth as I think they were trying to give it off. Like
Yeah.
he should have been way further out when he heard her drop something. Cause like we see the
Oh.
skit, we see him walk past or whatever, and then he's out. So when she knocks the thing off, he should have been so far out at that point, he wouldn't have heard it. But again, they try to create this thing like, oh, let me help her out because she's pregnant. But the nuance wasn't there. Like again, this is where you're starting to realize where they're great at and where they're flawed at, as far as Vince Gilligan and all those involved in the directing and writing. It don't work because y'all skill set is not the strongest in this area.
In this area.
In this specific area. So
Man, you know what? Now that you continue to say that, that's why Better Call Saul is so much better than this.
yes. I
There
wonder
is
who they
no
added to the
true
team.
Yeah. And I wonder who they added, but also there's no true like gritty. It's not a gritty element to Better Call Saul. That's not a slight to it. It just didn't like there is some gritty stuff in there, but it's like Breaking Bad is trying to be gritty.
It's a drug
And
dealing
they
show.
just missing, they just missing some key stuff where it takes you out of it if
Mhm.
you're used to watching gritty shows.
Mhm.
Better Call Saul doesn't do that because it's not trying to be gritty. Like it ain't trying to be that.
It's very
telling a different
it's
story.
very
Yeah,
civilian, very civilian finesse.
yeah.
Like this is trying to be drug dealer chic,
Mhm.
and that is civilian, civilian-esque. That's why it probably works better because it's like, oh, we can relate to lying to people, we can relate to finessing people, we can relate to not
Yeah.
coming forward with the full truth. But now y'all getting into this territory first of selling drugs, and it's everyday man, and it's like they're having trouble figuring out how do
these conversations go?
how these conversations go, and how do you want to identify a Walter White?
We get into the final scene of the episode.
Rich got to be at the gym at 5.
Nah, it's not even that, man. They're like 2 sentence episode like scenes. They're just nothing like
Yeah, nothing burger.
Walt's still working, makes another trip to the hardware store to go get some primer. And I ain't going to the gym at 5. I'm gonna stay up and catch up on Paradise. It's gonna be a midday gym session. But he walks in to buy some primer. He walks by a cart with some ingredients that he recognizes. Oh, you can cook meth with this. But he was a little bit confused as to why it was all gathered together. He sees a guy who's buying it and gives him some pointers on what you should buy, how you should buy it, how you need to spread it out, what kind of matches you need. And the guy runs off, spooked out. Walt's in line to check out for his primer and then leaves him. He goes out in the parking lot to see what's going on and finds that guy with another guy who appears to be the one in charge. And Walt steps to him and tells him to stay out of his territory. I'm going to be all the way real with y'all. Awful scene, in my opinion.
Yep.
Like, there's nothing about this that's believable, bro. Like, and here's the thing that pissed me off is if you're going to have Walt do this, don't put the character as this, like, muscle bound, I ain't got no sleeves, like, stereotypical tough guy that Walt's stepping to. Because it's not believable. Like, there's still nothing about Walt that makes me think you're going to whoop nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You might outsmart someone, but you're not about to whoop me. You ain't about to just step to me and that shit gonna be cool for you to just be packing shit up and leaving. Like Walt's so intimidating that, oh, I gotta get out of here. Stay out of my territory. Oh, this guy's gonna get me. Like, no, there's nothing about that. Like, if it was somebody that looked like Jesse or Stinky Pete and he said that, then okay, you could have sold this scene to me. But why does Walt get that benefit of being able to just press someone and that's it? Like, at least there wasn't like, who the fuck is you talking to? None of that. It was just weird, bro. I didn't buy it. That shit just pissed me off.
It's a horrible scene, like you said. The way they even framed it, trying to make him look more sinister, walking out of the store with the shadowy figure and the red highlight in the back. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Get all the way out of here. To answer your question, though, I do see what they're trying to do, but it didn't work. They're going off that cold open when you had a legend of Heisenberg that's growing. So these people who are clearly in the meth trade and know what's going on in the streets. And they also added to this when you seen the dude ride down the street on the bike and say, "Oh man, Jesse Pinkman, you're a legend," whatever it may be. Like, so we're supposed to believe that there's this lore around Heisenberg. They know what he looked like in the streets. I'm assuming, not Walter specifically, but they know his imagery, and they try to bank on that for us to believe this. But I'm in the same thing as you, Rich. Like, this Heisenberg, like, you walk out like this, like, you're not scaring me if I'm the big muscle bound meth guy. Like, I'm like, oh, this your king? This dude? Yeah, and then go on back in there and buy this shit, man. I finna smack shit out of dude. We finna get on our way. Like, that's how that's gonna happen. Like, it's not gonna be no, oh, I'm speeding off because Heisenberg said I was in his territory. I know who you are. I think I can take over your territory. And if you can do something about it, then do it, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit you talking about in this parking lot. So agree with you 100%. Terrible scene. I do see what they were trying to do with it. It just did not work.
Would have hit him with the like lottery ticket, man. The dude that played Chris Partlow in The Wire. He played the bad guy in Lottery Tickets. Pike Lou's probably never seen Lottery Ticket.
I don't know what that is.
With Bow Wow.
Bow Wow, yeah. Brandon T. Jackson. Nick Cannon.
But there's a moment where Terry Crews' character, he's supposed to be the big scary security bodyguard. He runs up on him and pulls the gun out. It's right when Bow Wow's in trouble. You think, oh, security came right in time to save him. He pulls a gun out of him, and this nigga Chris looks at him and say, "You know what I think? I think you a little bitch, and you ain't never shot nobody in your whole life." And that's exactly how to play it with Walt, bro. You stepping to me, I think you a bitch. You got to show me that you somebody. Because there's nothing about you that says I need to move and get out my territory, bro. I'll smack you up, take what you got, and then go buy the rest of my supplies. Like, stop playing with me, man. That shit's stupid. Right. Mo, what you got to say about it?
No, I think Spike said it all. It's so heavy-handed. Like, Spike has been alluding to throughout the episode. It's like, because he said this, dude supposed to believe it. It's like, bro, in the words of J. Cole, who the fuck is you? In the words of J. Cole. So.
Like, if truth be told, if I'm old boy and my man's come running out the store scared, kind of like what Spike said, this the nigga you was just running from? Like, you fired. First of all, you fired.
Smack you and leave you right here with him.
Yeah.
But dude did, but I think, and I don't know if it's intentional, but dude did what Badger should have done when the transaction was supposed to happen a few episodes ago.
True.
Like, dude, when you start saying, hey, you got the wrong matches, you got this, you got that, dude did what Badger should have done.
He could have thought he was the police.
Yeah.
That would have made more sense.
Yeah,
that would have made more sense.
Yeah, that's why I thought
I ain't running because I think I ain't running because I think he Heisenberg. This nigga the police.
Yeah,
they got an undercover in here. He followed me and he see I'm buying the shit from meth. Let's get out of here. That would have made more sense.
Yep.
That's a great point. That's a great point. And that is our episode, folks. Season 2, episode 10 over.
You're welcome.
Before we get out of here,
we carried this motherfucker because it wasn't.
Boy.
Shit.
Shout out to anybody who's still here. Shout out to anybody still here listening.
Jesus.
But before we get out of here, you know we have to end it with some categories. So, fellas, I got to ask you, between Walt and Jesse, who had the more interesting plot this episode?
This might be the NA.
I'm gonna give it to Jesse for the relationship, for the way Jane played him.
Is neither? Can we go neither? Can we go neither?
It's your show.
Let me go neither. I'm going neither.
Nah, commit, nigga. Nah,
I'm committed to the neither. I ain't giving neither one of them niggas no props.
Nah, ain't no out. Nah, I'm gonna go Jesse. I thought like him just playing it so wrong, being like so dumb in the sense of it's like, bruh, clearly she's trying to keep it low. Then you're like waiting for her to introduce you as if you're the stand-up dude. Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
if I have to pick, I'm picking Jesse too. I'm picking Jesse.
I'm picking Jesse, man. Turtle would have never. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
Turtle had Jamie Lynn Sigler. He was ready to play the little role. You want me to keep it low? Bet. I ain't gonna say a word. He wasn't telling his boys. They had to steal his phone.
Hey, this man was about to get his arm broke to go on a date. You know what I mean?
That was different. That was with Rhonda.
But still,
Chaz, man.
like holding it down.
Chaz whooping Rhonda.
Chaz the wrestler, man.
That's still one of the funniest podcast moments I had in my whole career. And not because he said it, because he believed it.
Yeah, he believed it.
It wasn't because he said it.
His
I wouldn't mind
conviction.
him saying
That
it,
was
but he
that was his
believed
that was his conviction.
with
Probably
all
still
his
to this
heart.
day. To this day, probably believe that shit.
Absolutely.
Favorite conversation in the episode.
I alluded to it, but I'll say it here. It's the Walt and Hank. Like I like that standoff. It is like Spike said. It is heavy handed. It's a little forced because y'all are being subtle throughout the season, and then all of a sudden now we got the backstory of y'all supposed to end it this season. It is a little like sped up, but when you take those factors out, like Walt standing on business tonight, bruh. Look, I've been letting so much shit slide. You coming over here advising, pulling up, talking to my wife, taking my son to motels, showing him about prostitutes and thinking he's smoking weed. Like, bruh, I'm standing on business. Stop playing with me. Like, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me to calm down. Don't tell me to chill out. Don't tell me none of that, bro. Like, it's my crib. You don't want to be here, leave. So that's my favorite conversation.
Jane and Jesse for me. After Jesse seen
Her father.
Jane's dad, yeah, and she was like, "Nigga, so." Like I love Jane. Might be one of my favorite characters on this show ever.
She's really good.
Like now that I'm looking at this, like she way up there as far as favorite characters. So,
Mine is the same. Jane and Jesse. Just that other side of it. That's that nigga who like who is you and me? Like it wasn't that she was just subtle about it or try to like spare his feelings. She was genuinely confused about why the fuck you. Oh, you didn't know?
right.
I thought you knew. So I love that fact of that part of it, should I say. As far as best scene goes, mine is going to be what Mo said. My favorite scene or best scene to me is the Hank and Walt Jr. Like just showing that flip. Yes, it was a little bit dramatic, but everybody has a breaking point, and we got to see Walt's in real time, and we knew it didn't come out of left field. We knew, we saw it. He just was he was done with the bullshit, bro. Like I'm tired of you coming over here taking over. It's almost like Marcus and Bad Boys too. When he told Mike Lowry, "Hey man, why you always got to come over here and take over?" Like you know what I mean? Like this is my crib, bro. This is my family. Like stop trying to act like you know what's going on. So that was my favorite scene in the episode.
Mine is Walt at the breakfast table in the filthy ass hazmat suit. Like things, it's chaotic. You don't even see it. You're a joke right now. We're looking at you. We don't believe anything that you're saying. It's written all over our faces. If I'm Skyler and I'm Walt Jr. and like you just are missing it. You're oblivious. You're so caught up in your own shit that you don't see that you like ruining your family. And then you race back off to go do it again. So that one was mine. There was so much meaning to that one for me.
My favorite scene is with Walt and Walt Jr. I didn't elaborate so much in our review, but it was just this moment of when his son was like, "Well, but I kept up with you guys though, right?" Just his son yearning for this certain kind of approval, showing that like Walter is not really tapped in with his son like that to the point he wanted to change his name to Flynn because he don't have pride in the name Walter, you know. And so in that moment, like feeling like I'm connected with my father, and this is a negative thing at 16. Like I'm getting drunk, and then apologizing because I'm throwing up in the pool, and like how Walt couldn't even handle it because that was just one of those realization moments, like similar to Tony Soprano with AJ. There were certain moments where he realized, just like, damn, like I'm messing up as a father. And of course, me being a father, I connect with that. So, yeah, that whole scene of him doing that and like feeling like I'm getting closer with my dad, and then it hitting him differently. Yeah,
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. Who took the half measure this episode?
Jesse.
and that's what I was thinking.
Jesse for me, for sure.
I'm going Hank.
I was gonna say any conversation for Hank.
Yeah, Hank for me. Because don't all of a sudden have some morals. You're a police officer and you let me give my underage son a drink. Don't all of a sudden have morals. Like you can't pick and choose. You all of a sudden, it was cool him to have a shot, but now you got 2 shots, and now you want to police it. Nah, nigga, you are yeah, nigga, you already
yes, nigga. That's how I go.
Nigga, we passed that point, dog. Like we passed that point. So yeah, so for me, yeah, he took the half measure this episode, and you got son by a science teacher. Got
I got Jesse.
body by a singing nigga.
I got Jesse. Don't know how to play his role. You thought you was gonna meet your chick dad.
That's my
You
number
thought she
2.
was gonna come running out the house for you on some R&B shit. Like, nah,
Yeah.
nigga, go on about your way.
Hey,
So,
Can it be the
yeah.
viewers?
he my
Let me
number
be the
2.
let me
That
write
that
that.
was my
Can
number
we get
2,
the
the
half measure?
viewers. Yeah, we definitely got to half measure this episode.
I would say Jesse, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And then as we go into who was the MVP, who took the full measure, I'm going Jane.
Yeah,
Jane took the full measure this episode. She the MVP.
that's a good one. Was there a winner this episode? Yeah, I gotta go Jane. I was gonna go Skyler, but she ain't getting no mission complete. She just planted seeds. So I'm gonna go Jane because she kind of put her foot down and let niggas know where she stood.
I cheat code, but I gotta go Walter. Because there's a nugget in this episode of him getting rid of the rot that plays a part later in the series.
Yeah.
Which is a big deal and a big plot, and then everything in this episode actually that whole Ted, Skyler, all of it. So and then just him like, big dog, I paid the $1,200. Let me just get give me the deluxe, give me the luxury joint for the water. You know what I mean? Fix my crib, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got Walter.
Interesting.
All right, well, that's it. Ranking. Is this a mid-pack 96.2 or Blue Magic?
Mid-pack.
It's boo-boo.
Do I have to repeat it? Do I have to repeat it? My word's not enough. Shout out to Johnny Sack, man.
This that chili powder right here. This that chili powder.
Yeah,
this ain't even the mid-pack.
This is that. Yeah, this is that.
This episode was so disrespectful.
This is
one of the most disrespectful episodes of TV.
This is that Alonzo, like, it's garbage. You know, like when even though it was more than what it was, it's like when Alonzo said it was garbage. Yeah, bro. This is not garbage, but it's a mid pack. Like, it's low tier, very low tier.
Yeah, nothing about this said prestige TV.
Nope.
Even when there were episodes of The Sopranos that I didn't enjoy, that I didn't like, or The Wire, or Game of Thrones, all things that I feel like are prestigious TV. Even when there weren't things that I didn't enjoy, I didn't feel like it was this bad. Maybe that's because we're reviewing it.
It's
maybe
17. We're 17 episodes in. Now, next episode, when we do the next episode 11 of season 2, I'm gonna pull up all of the episodes of Sopranos that fit a line, and I'm going to pull up all of the standouts, and we'll talk about the standouts of Breaking Bad so far, and it's just to make it make sense of why not?
So you say you're gonna compare the first 18 episodes of The Sopranos?
Not compare.
Yeah,
go ahead.
For two reasons. One, we did a in the kitchen episode, kind of breaking down the seasons. And for two, I'm pretty sure people was like, "Hey, how many times they gonna compare this shit to The Sopranos?"
I mean, we
get it.
That's funny. But when we did Sopranos, how many times did we compare it to The Wire? You see what I'm saying?
That's fair.
So this is a continuation.
My thing is, here's my pushback on that.
Okay,
that's a legitimate conversation. Like, Wire Sopranos is a legit conversation that can be had until the end of time. Breaking Bad and Sopranos, we already 17 episodes in, and we knew way before 17 that there's no comparison, in my opinion.
But I think we're coming to the realization that I agree with both of you. I agree with what Rich is saying. We beating a dead horse. Like, we know this ain't on the same tier as the level 1 TV shows. Now, we 18 episodes in, we can tell that. I know there are good episodes coming. I know Breaking Bad fans that are listening to this may be yelling to us through the phone or whatever you're listening on and saying, but wait, it gets better. We know, but we know those highs don't match. Or even if they do match those other shows, these lows are way too low.
They're too low. Yeah,
they're way too low. There's never been I don't remember an episode of The Wire like this. I don't remember an episode of The Sopranos like this. Game of Thrones didn't get bad like this until the end, when they had given up on shit.
And even then, it still wasn't that bad, in my opinion.
Right. This right here was egregious. This was like, even with the metaphors, with I understand what they may have been trying to do, and I pulled that out of my ass with the water heater and how it was
Mhm.
like maybe Vince Gilligan thought that,
Mhm.
but that was what I had to think to make it even make any kind of sense. But if you just taking this episode at face value, this is one, like, you talking about prestige TV. This was disrespectful as hell.
Mhm.
I felt just like Mo when I watched it. Like, I watched it Friday after we recorded last week, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna, grab me something to watch this episode of Breaking Bad. I think it's gonna get good now.
You wasting
And
a
then
meal on that? That's trash.
right,
Ain't
and
nothing
I'm
worse than
watching
wasting a
it.
meal on a bad TV.
I'm watching it, and I'm like, bro, they fucking with us, man.
I
They
told you
fucking with us.
it's the teetering that they do. This wasn't a good choice, in my opinion, for this show. I think they get away from the teetering season 3, season 4, something like that. But like, that's the problem. Like, as soon as they start building towards something and get us excited, they teeter. They give us post nut clarity every time, and that's the problem with the show. They do this every single time, and it's like, oh, this makes it real. They do that to say, oh, this makes it realistic. No, and that's
Oh,
what
you're
makes
watching, or yeah, I
that's
agree.
what makes it sucks. It suck because of that. Like, stop, like yeah. So
Fair. That's a very fair point. That is our episode. If you want to reach out to us, Instagram, NMHM Breaking Bad Pod. You can send us a DM. Also, email us at nomorehalfmeasurespod@gmail.com. Season 2, episode 10, titled Over, is a wrap. We'll be back next week for season 2, episode 11. 3 more in the season, and then we will be on a break, probably a much needed break, before we kick things off for season 3. But until then, we'll catch y'all next time. We appreciate y'all for tuning in.
keep cooking.